Yeah, we in there, man. Welcome back. Man, y'all messing me up. Welcome back to Man Down Sports, man. How y'all doing, man? We in there, man. We in there a little bit late today, man. We had some stuff to tend to, but we in here, man. Well, who all in here? Let us know, man. Let us know in the comments. I see our member Mikey Brass up in here.
Mikey Brass, what's up?
Shout out Mikey Brass, brother.
We need to shout out. Yeah, for
sure.
Yeah,
man. We definitely got some new members we need to shout out. We already know about Savon Arnold and my dog Mikey Brass, who's in here right now. But we also got Wizman Ballin and Malachi Israel, new members to the Man Down Sports podcast, man. Membership, we already talked about it briefly, but we thinking about letting some of our members join the stream a couple of times. So, you know.
No, we definitely gonna do that. Probably we gonna try to do it probably once a month. Once we get 10 members, we get them in here. We're gonna start cycling through and they're gonna be on the full panel with us probably once a month. We have one of them in there, man. So if you're interested in it and you're a member, then hit one of us up in the DMs and we can schedule it. If you're not interested in it, then that's just a perk you won't take advantage of, man. But other than that, man, what's good, everybody, man? Oh man, we in here. We got a lot of topics to get through. It's gonna be good, man. A live call-ins. I can already feel the live call-ins gonna be pretty good, man. So I'm kind of hyped, man. It's too much stuff going on in the NBA, yo. It's too much stuff. Man.
It's too much.
What's up, Irish Mule? What's good?
Irish Mule.
What's good, Glenn G?
What's happening, y'all?
Too many choices. What's up?
Make sure y'all hitting that doorbell when y'all come in. Hit that like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you hadn't already done that. And share this as well, man. It's not that serious. I see you up in here. I think Rasheed a very good player, but his analysis was tone deaf and ignorant. We're gonna get into that, man. Let's
talk about it.
Let's go ahead and start it now, man. As always, our episodes are brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. So a word from Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player, or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can get your deposit doubled up to $100. You got to check on the map to make sure your state is eligible to play Underdog Fantasy. But as soon as you do, and if your state is, go ahead and download Underdog Fantasy's app. Use the promo code ManDownSports, and you can, like I said, you can get that $100 match on your first deposit. And I would want to thank Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring Man Down Sports. All right, man. So Rasheed Wallace, he's part of Underdog. If you go to the Underdog YouTube channel, they got a couple of podcasts over there. Rasheed Wallace's podcast is one of them. And, I think the top podcast that Underdog Fantasy got other than Man Down is probably Gil's Arena. We're not really part of Underdog, but they sponsor us. But Gil's Arena is part of Underdog. That's probably the top podcast. And Rasheed is trying to catch up, right? Rasheed is trying to catch up to what Gil is. He see what Gil doing. He's like, look, man, I can catch up. But what you need to catch up is hot takes. You need to draw some attention. And I think Gilbert Arenas has been, he's been the guy that's been providing hot takes for almost a year. He just been throwing them out there, man. And it's crazy because Gil wishy-washy. He'll throw a hot take out on how LeBron is better than everybody on earth that ever lived. And then he'll go the whole and swing the pendulum all the way over here and say the same thing for Kobe and then say the same thing for MJ. And so we know he's a troll in that way, man. But anyway, Rasheed Wallace is trying to do his best giving Arenas impression. And here's what he said about the GOAT. Now, mind you, before I play this, it's not the only thing he said. Because Kareem is his GOAT. He said he's biased toward big men. And he don't think a wing could ever be the GOAT. And he also said, I can never put nobody in the GOAT that's playing. I think that's the lamest excuse in the world, not to mention a guy like LeBron or whoever that might be playing. I think that's lame. Just deal with it. He got 2-3 more years left to play. What else can he do that's going to change your mind of him being the best player you ever seen play, right? So, but so he said Kareem's the GOAT, Mike's not the GOAT. But what the most shocking thing he said is that Mike can't play no defense, man. Listen to what he said.
In my opinion, Mike wasn't all that good of a defender.
Mike who?
Jordan.
Defensive player of the year
all that was
10 times. I think it was 10 all defensive teams. That Michael Jordan.
All that's you know what all that is, though.
What is it?
You know what all that is. Not all that's NBA shit. Yeah, we like Mike. We gonna put him out there. Da 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 da. I'm talking about being out there. I seen this motherfucker get his ass bust where he couldn't stop a motherfucker. Yes, Mike fouled too, but no, they're not gonna call the shit because the refs want to eat his dick all day. Oh no, I'm not gonna call that on Mike. But down the other end, oh, you fouled Mike. Yeah, Mike. Hey, Mike, my guy, go to the line, shoot. No, I seen Mike get his ass ate up before. Oh, against J.R. Ryder. Problem against Clyde Drexler. Shit, don't forget the early Joe Dumars. You know what I'm saying? It was again, it's part of the game. Right. Nobody is perfect. We all got, you know what I'm saying, our nemesis with this game. But no, if you needed a bucket, yeah, and I'm not saying that he didn't play defense. I'm just saying that to me, his defense wasn't as high as most other cats at that time, or of course they put him on a lot of defensive teams because he might be playing weak side defense, but that's not really doing nothing. You playing the passing lane. All that take is a pump fake. You gonna bite, and I can hit your man back.
He don't bite though. He first team.
So they say.
I feel like, I mean, there's probably something definitely to his popularity helping there, but I do think
no shit.
He was fucking defending though.
I again.
Like at a high level, though.
As I said, I'm not saying he didn't play defense, but I don't know if that defense was worthy enough. Maybe they were looking at his offense being defense, getting guys in foul trouble who's guarding him. And some people look at that as playing good defense because now you're out the game while I'm still in here.
But he was getting like 3 steals and a block a game too. Like he was getting busy for a minute defensively, along with the 35.
What changed his game was offense. What changed the game for them was offense. It wasn't a joint like shit. If that was the case, look at the matchups he had with Dominique Wilkins. Dominique going right back at his ass. He couldn't stop Dominique with shit. Now I'm not saying Dominique was stopping him. You know?
Right, I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like everybody just getting 30.
Yeah, but like, nah, I don't know, man.
All right, man.
Oh my god, bro! I rock with Sheed. I do. I rock with Sheed. Come on, bro.
Man, that's wild. What was it? What was it? 9 straight or 9 total? All defensive teams.
Yeah, he hit. I think he got 10. I think he got 9. Kobe might got 12. I think MJ got 9. And not to mention MJ. Before D Wade passed him, you know, Michael Jordan was the number 1 guard for blocks. Right, there was no other guard that had more blocks than MJ, so he was number 1 in blocks. And then we know what he did with steals. Right, so that's him recording stats defensively, blocks and steals at a high level. But we also could visually see that he wasn't no slouch on defense. Did he get his lunch ate every now and then? Yeah. I mean, shoot. I mean, we seen the Iverson cross. We seen Marbury give him something when he was past 33 and them knees wasn't kneeing no more. You know what I mean? We seen some little guards get the best of them. Muar, man, a lot of times, man. But he jumped out there to play some defense, and then the guys that was his size, Reggie, whoever else he had to guard, he'll chase him around. He didn't like, and most of his teammates would admit he didn't like chasing guys like Reggie around. Those was the guys that gave him trouble. I think Rich Chapman gave him some trouble. Definitely. Those guys that can run off of them screens and shoot threes. Dale Curry, that gave him some issues. But for the most part, man, I have to agree he's an elite defender. I don't know what the heck Rasheed talking about.
I don't either. And then using the Dominique reference, Dominique was 6'8", almost 6'9", playing small forward. Scotty was mostly his matchup. I mean, true indeed, he was giving buckets to anybody, and just like he said, but Mike was giving buckets to Glenn the consultant when he played for us. So I just don't understand. I do. Just like you said, Mel, it makes a whole lot of sense when you have a new platform and you are looking to create some controversy. It sells. It automatically is going to get the clicks. It's going to get the views. But just the eye test alone, you already talked about the stats. Just the eye test alone, he was a tenacious defender. Like he would be in your grill, in your back pocket from the time that you got the ball. If you didn't have the ball, think about his matchups. When you talking about Clyde, yeah, Clyde got some buckets, but MJ was in his face the whole game. He was always in his face. And don't let it be any matchup with a guard, especially an elite guard. There's nothing that can be said about MJ's effort on defense. We already know what he was athletically. So it wasn't difficult for him to just give that effort and match with his athleticism. That's why he got those all defensive nods. I think it's just she searching for clicks at this point.
I think that's mostly what it is, man. But I think this is a new growing, like this is this new thing that's going on where people are trying to take Michael Jordan away from the God, status that a lot of people got him at. Like, man, he was just a man. We want people to know that, man. Talk about him like he was a man. At least bring him off the pedestal a little bit, so we can have a conversation about other guys. I mean, because when y'all got him on this pedestal, y'all making it seem like, man, there was nobody else that was close to that. And people just like people like Gilbert and Rasheed and Garnett now and JJ Redick, man, they just want people in this era to be able to have a chance to be in the debate with them. That's all it is.
I'm not saying that Rasheed was right. But was it really wrong? And this is what I'm saying by that, right? I think that he overstated a lot of things to try to hammer the point home that I think he pretty much what he's saying is Jordan's defense was helped by star calls, one going one way and not getting calls going the other way. I think that was the long and short of what he was trying to say. And because you can't just say that MJ was a bad defender.
No.
But and in fact he's an elite defender. But would his defense look the same thing if the whistles was on the same playing field?
No, I mean, of course not. I mean, we know star calls get, stars get star calls, right? We know they get the benefit of the doubt. That goes both ways, offensive and defense. Mm-hmm. But that's also even for everyone who else that was the face of the league. So if MJ's defense plus his star call got him to where he's at, whoever else was the face of the league, Magic, Bird, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, they all got that same star call for the same reasons, right? So if they all on an even playing field with them getting favor of the whistle, and MJ still above them, if they wasn't getting the favor of the whistle, MJ would still be above them.
To your point, I could agree with that.
Can't argue that. Yeah,
but I don't. Like I said, I don't think that she was coming from a bad place.
Well, I mean, he was trying not to. But he definitely got an agenda. He definitely need he want the clicks. It's working. We're talking about it,
yeah.
Right? How many Gilbert Arenas clips have we went through? I've been going through Gilbert Arenas clips for a long time,
and could keep doing it too.
Right, because he's always gonna say some stuff that need to be freaking talked about. He knows what he's doing. Mm-hmm. Right, Gilbert knows what he's doing, and Rasheed Wallace is trying to follow that blueprint, man. And why? I mean, we doing it too. We talk about LeBron, we talk about MJ, and people want to hear conversations about those dudes. So here it is. Hey, he talking about MJ, and he get to bring a hot take to it. But I don't think there's nothing other than that. It's just been a hot take, man. It's like, come on, man. You can't fake 9 defensive players of the year. I mean, not 9 defensive, but 9 defensive teams and a defensive player of the year and 2 steel champions. Like, you can't fake that. You can't fake top 10 blocks.
Facts. You know how hard it is to be a defensive player of the year as a guard? I'm not saying that what Jay is saying ain't true, because superstars get the superstar calls on both ends. But it's so difficult as a guard to be good enough to be better than the guy who's getting all of the blocks, to be better than the guy who's getting all of the defensive rebounds, the paint protectors. It's more difficult, in my opinion, as a guard to get those nods, to even get those looks, when it comes to defensive player of the year. All defensive team, okay, whatever. You got to pick some guards in there. But to be the best defender, considered the best defender in the league, you got to be playing some defense, in my opinion.
And I think me and Melvin was having a conversation yesterday, and I was like, I think that's an award they should get away from anyway, because what metrics are you looking at? You know, being a good defender for a big man looks different from being a good defender for a guard. Are you a help side defender? Are you an on the ball defender? It's too many moving parts to accurately say that, hey, this one is a better defender than this 5, or vice versa, because they're not asked to do the same thing at the same clip.
They could do it if they do it the proper way. Like, so what they're not doing a good job of as far as awards and all this stuff with sports in general, but let's just stay on the NBA, is they're not connecting the metric they're using to the ultimate goal of winning, right? Mm-hmm. Or connecting the metric that they're using to not even the ultimate goal, but to something substantial. So if I'm saying I'm a great defender and I lock my man up, that's an empty statement if I don't connect it to something that's substantial. Like, and what I'm doing is helping me achieve a top defensive rating for my team, or it's helping me achieve a top win percentage for my team. Mm-hmm. Like, it has to lead to something. So like when you say I average 35 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, what are those 8 rebounds that you're bringing in leading to for your team? Is your team top 5 in rebounds overall, or are y'all below the bottom? Because if you're getting 8 rebounds and your team are below the bottom and your win record is not there, I don't even want to hear about your 8 rebounds. Well, everything you mentioned, every metric you mentioned has to be connected to something that anchors it.
It really should all be connected to winning. If your team is first in rebounding and y'all last in wins, I still don't care. All roads should lead to winning, right?
Yeah, but it's other factors that go to you not winning, right? So if you're getting 10 rebounds a game, and I'm saying, man, that's amazing, and then I look and your team is number 1 in rebounding, I can connect it to that. That's good. And if y'all got a losing record, I want to know why. If y'all got a losing record for something that you're doing and that you're not efficient at, or you're not or you're deficient at, then yeah, I wouldn't count that as anything. But if y'all not winning because you're a rookie and y'all just ain't built a team around you yet, then I'm okay. I'm cool with that. I can still say this is something significant to talk about. But don't come like when Westbrook was averaging a triple double and we was like, oh man, he's averaging 10 assists. I'm like, okay, what are the Thunder averaging as a team? And it was like 28th. What's the point of you getting 10? What's the point of you getting 10 assists if it ain't leading? Yeah, if it ain't leading to your team getting a good assist,
you know
that's just you. That's just leading to your awards. That ain't leading to winning, and it ain't leading to your team success at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, real so if they do that, Jay, then yeah, go ahead. My bad, Chris.
My fault. Real quick, just to bolster Zoe's point, there's only been 6 guards to win Defensive Player of the Year. One of them won twice. And in how long of the awards history, you know what I'm saying? Only 6 guards.
Who won it twice? The guard from Milwaukee?
Yep, Sidney Moncrief.
Moncrief was a daggone monster, boy.
Sidney Moncrief, Alvin Robertson, Michael Cooper.
Alvin Robertson was a still monster too, boy.
Do you hear
Marcus Smart?
Listen to these names though. They're not in anybody's list of who's who of all time greats. So
Moncrief is though. Moncrief was the first team that swept Michael Jordan because Milwaukee had the number 1 record in the East before Boston started beating the Bulls. Mm-hmm. Milwaukee was that squad, and they met Milwaukee in the first round. So that I always tell people when Mike was getting put out in the first round, he was getting put out by the team that was going to the finals or winning the finals.
Yeah, they were the best team. The Bulls had not reached where they were going to reach yet. That's why they was losing. Like, people always equate that, even though MJ was averaging 37 points during that time, but he was playing against a better team. He was playing against a better team every single time. Sidney Moncrief, the only one to win it twice. And I think the only one of those guys who would be considered as far as now generation is probably Gary Payton. Is a recognizable name to, a bunch of casuals, but all of these other guys, Alvin Robinson, Marcus Smart finally got his. he was lobbying for it though ever since,
for sure.
He was lobbying for it, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Gary Payton is the only noticeable name on there to a lot of casuals, and for MJ to be up there and even be considered not only a good defender, but one of the greatest to whoever played the game, then that says something to me.
And just another extra out of all this whole list, Jordan, Cooper, and Robertson were the only ones that played all 82 games. But Jordan is the only one that averaged anything over 40 minutes a game in his
and was carrying the scoring load.
Yeah, averaging 35 that year.
DC Slim said, "Are we allowed to say MJ had flaws?" Yeah, when you call in, you can say every flaw he had, and we'll have that conversation. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna play one more thing that because that Vernon Maxwell did a podcast about 3 months ago. I like Vernon Maxwell, man. He'll honest dude.
Me too.
And they asked him about MJ, man, and he talked about how he went at MJ, defensively as well, and but I want you to hear how he gave MJ reverence, though.
What the fuck are we doing? Hey, so you got to see Mike in his prime.
Oh my goodness!
How was that watching Michael Jordan?
Well, goddamn movie.
For real,
motherfucking Rated X. That motherfucker XXX. That shit was crazy, boy. Goddamn, I never seen no motherfucker like that till I played against that motherfucker. Because he was everything they said he was,
But look,
but
on
I
some
think he
real
was
shit.
more than what they said he was. Shit.
Before that, did you know how sometimes they talk about people? Did you be like, they just overrated?
Nah, yeah, I've seen a lot of that shit. I did a lot of that shit, but shit.
Yeah.
I got there with that motherfucker. That motherfucker God him true.
Yeah.
That motherfucker Black
No
Jesus.
questions
Like,
asked.
we used to call him Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
What
was the first matchup like?
It was like everything I thought it would be. Shit. My motherfucker was gonna go at me. And then he didn't know I was getting ready to go back at his motherfucking ass. Because, like one thing a motherfucker to play good offense like that, they don't really play good
defense.
They can play good defense. They say this
to,
motherfucker, they said Mike played good defense. But shit, if I get a chance to hit you with 2-3 combo moves, nigga, I'm gonna get by you too. And that's what I used to do too. Dream, I'm sorry. This motherfucker just went at me. Shit, I'm gonna go at him. I was snatching his motherfucking ass too.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
getting there too. So I was doing them like
It was the competitor in you.
Yeah. We was goddamn going back and forth.
They won.
Chicago Stadium.
So he was saying, look, man, hey, if you the star and you got the world as your oyster and you got the green light and you can do 2 or 3 combo moves to get your shot, you'll cook people too. And you know what I'm saying? But the I guess what he was saying, most of the guys that MJ was cooking couldn't come back at him because they wasn't the star player that was cooking. You know what I'm saying? If he playing the Rockets, it's gonna be Hakeem cooking. Maxwell just getting catch and shoots. But he was like, look, man, that dude just went at me. I got to get him back. So he was saying, hey, look, I went at him defensively as well. They said he played good D, but hey, I got mine off. So I mean, I gotta respect that. But then at the same time, he said, look, man, MJ was everything and more, like everything they said he was
and
there.
more.
And then some.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, but I'm gonna open the phone lines up, man, because I know DC Slim ready to get up in here, man. H-Town, what's up, man? I know DC Slim ready to get in here, man. So phone lines is open. Come on in here, man. Get down with the get down. I want to hear what y'all want to say. Is MJ a good defender, elite defender, average defender, or is he below average, man? I want to know.
Yeah, the thing is,
D just picking off he got a problem with all these cats.
Yeah, DC Slim real fast. DC Slim, what's up, man?
Hey, man, I've been waiting for this, man.
I know you have.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all sounding like LeBron fans right now. Okay? Look, man, I love Mike. Mike is, watch the words I use, is the most entertaining player that I ever saw. I'm about to make this conversation real boring.
Okay.
Watch this here. All right. Y'all moving the goalposts, okay?
Okay.
Rasheed made some great points. He is an NBA player, okay? Now, let's be real. Michael Jordan laid at the free throw line. Dog, I watched him play. I don't know if y'all watched him.
Yes, Lord.
He laid at the free throw line. He got all the calls in the world. Come on, man, let's be real. We doing this now because he's not playing. Mike was the NBA darling, okay? So he only has one defensive player of the year. The point Rasheed was making, if you're the greatest, you're supposed to have multiple.
Wait, hold on, DC. Hold on, DC. What's wrong with having one defensive player of the year? How many people got more than one?
Okay, see now you're moving the goalposts.
You got Dwight Howard. You probably got Bill Russell. You probably got Hakeem, maybe
Ben Wallace.
Giannis, maybe.
We don't call none of them the greatest though, do we? They got one.
Yeah, because you don't become the greatest by just playing defense. If that was the case, we'll have Mutombo in the conversation. Now, defense is just a requirement that you have to do. Everybody have to be able to be a good defender at least stop your man. We're saying MJ was a great defender, possibly, and even elite. Even I'll say elite.
Well, you just named some people who was better than him. Who ain't? Guess what? The
different positions though.
Different positions, but they're not the NBA darling. See, what makes
there's a reason for that though, DC. It's a reason why they're not. It's a reason for that. They wasn't averaging.
Have a good team.
They wasn't averaging 37 and locking people up.
No, you're right. See, I see what you're doing, but you're still moving the goalposts.
I'm not moving the goalposts.
Jordan's team. Scottie Pippen was a vicious defender.
Great
I don't
defender.
care if you don't like him.
I love Scottie Pippen. I love him. Great defender.
Those 6 championships that Michael Jordan won. I ain't gonna say their team was the greatest, but they played as a team. Everybody had their roles. Now, to sit here and act like, I still think Mike is one of my favorites, but I will not say he's the greatest player of all time because you have to judge it by eras, okay? So you can't just say you could stick Mike in every era. You'll be a fool to say that he'll be good in that.
Lord have mercy.
Greatness has to be judged.
Lord have mercy.
Hold on. Let me finish my point. When I say that, okay, what we have to understand is, as great as Mike was, we all know Kobe played against better competition. When we use the Michael Jordan argument, we only talk about Detroit. Nobody liked to talk about when Bird and them was crushing them. Okay,
right.
Michael Jordan is a great scorer, dog, and I'm not knocking him. This is the reason why I'm comparing y'all to LeBron fans, because even though you like this person, you have to understand that they did have flaws. Watch this. I'll end it with this. I watched Mike. Dominique used to dog him, okay? Gary Payton, look, hold up. Watch this. I don't think y'all remember this. When they played the Sonics in the finals, Gary Payton, he wasn't hard to score on. See, the way y'all making it look like he was a shutdown defender. He wasn't.
Wait, what's the definition of a shutdown defender, though? Like,
it's never been one in the league.
Oh, okay, so
Tony Allen.
Hold on. But all shutdown defenders get scored on. You can't stop great offense every single time. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the point I'm making to you.
if we're going to say a shutdown defender is the best perimeter defender we've seen, he's not perfect, but it's the best we've seen, and that's what the ceiling is, right?
Well,
hold on. We grade on the curve. Whatever the best is that we've ever seen, that's how we grade everyone else. So who's the best? Who's the best perimeter defender we've ever seen?
Well, see that is
no. Just answer the question. Just answer the question.
No,
okay, DC. No, DC.
Tony Allen.
Okay, Tony Allen would be top for you, correct?
Okay.
Okay, so he would be A+.
Yeah.
Where is MJ at in comparison with Tony Allen?
MJ is a B to Tony Allen on defense.
You said a D. You said a D?
Tony is an A.
He said B as in boy.
Listen.
That's a B. Okay, so
he said B as in bullshit.
So A is elite and B is great. That's what you're saying?
What I'm saying to you is, and I just don't think y'all want to come to this realization. As great as Mike was on offense, he was not the best on defense.
Okay, that's fine. If you say he's not the best,
great players,
but you don't have to be the best to be elite, though.
I didn't see
elite is elite.
We playing wordplay.
It's multiple elite defenders.
Let's stick with one word. Okay, let's do this. If we're going to say Mike is the best of all time, do you think Mike is the greatest defender of all time? Simple yes or no.
No. Who said he was the greatest defender of all time?
No.
DC, check it. Hold on. DC, check it. DC, listen. When we say the greatest of all time, it's like the master of all, right? What's the saying?
It's called
Yeah.
not having many flaws or having very few or zero flaws in your game.
But he had a lot of flaws.
Defense wasn't a flaw for him. Scoring wasn't a flaw for him. That's the entire game. Scoring and defending. That's the entire game.
What if I say this? I think y'all just basing Mike on his offensive and entertaining, dynamic, dominant play.
Now DC, you've been listening to this channel long enough to know that we don't base what we say about Mike just based on offense.
Look, you just named people who have two. You know the reason why we don't know about them? Because they wasn't popular, but they were.
I know about them.
Defenders,
I know about them.
No, well, I mean, no. See, hold on, wait a minute. You ain't being fair. You don't. They're not as popular as Mike. You understand what I mean by that?
No one is.
Mike, that's what I mean. Separate popularity from play.
DC, do you think DC? Let me ask you this question seriously. Do you seriously think you're talking to and dealing with a man that can't separate popularity from basketball? You really thinking you talking to that caliber of person?
Listen, I don't think that, but go back to what I was telling you earlier. Mm-hmm. It is no such thing as anything number one great over everything. Everything is based on errors. So the 2024 Mercedes-Benz might look better than the 2016 one because of the time that we in, the gameplay, the style of play, the size of the people. All of that matters. You got to take all of that into consideration when you start judging greatness, okay? This is the reason why I don't put LeBron in there is because of what he's doing in an easy era. I'm not knocking Michael Jordan, but I also remember Michael Jordan got swept twice in his first 2 years. You don't bring that up in the conversation.
Why not? It's not damaging. Why not bring that up? It's not damaging. It's not damaging.
When I talk about LeBron.
It's not damaging. Well, listen, it's a difference.
Why is it not damaging to Mike?
Because listen to what
Kobe,
listen to what you said.
Else.
I never said it was damaging to Kobe. Listen to what you said though. You said Mike got swept in his first 2 years. So you telling me a rookie showed up, the number 3 pick, which automatically said that you're going to a trash squad. And it takes 4 years to build. Right. It takes about 4 years to build around a player. Michael Jordan just so happened to make the playoffs his first couple of years with a team that probably wasn't ready to be in the playoffs. Right.
I think you just backed yourself in the corner.
I didn't back myself in the corner. I didn't. Hold on. I didn't back myself in the corner.
I'll show you the corner here.
Okay, sure. Wait. Hold on. Hold on, DC.
My bad.
So you take a rookie, you take a second year player. The team is building, right?
Wow, building.
And
nice choice of words. Building.
Of course, they're building. That's exactly what you do. You get a superstar. The same thing what Wembanyama is doing in San Antonio. We got a star. Now we got to build around this dude. Let's see what he can do. Everything is. It takes 2 or 3 years to build around a guy, and then when you get a team, you get a star player, a co-star with role players, and a coach, and you got that whole thing together. Then you can go out and start going to war. When do you start preparing for war? You got to go to boot camp. You got to go to training. You got to go and you got to go test everything out, and then you go to Iraq. You don't just sign up for the army and then say go to Iraq right now. You don't do that. So with basketball, you get your star player and you train everything. You build everything. You find a nucleus. You find a co-star. You find a coach, and you find your identity, and then you go out to battle.
Identity. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So if in that argument, right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Kobe would be the greatest.
None of that makes you the greatest. I'm just explaining to you why I'm not saying that it's damaging that a rookie got swept in the playoffs. You're trying to talk. Look, no, you're trying to connect dots to stuff that's not in on the same sheet work.
I'm not. See, it's not fair for you to say. It's not fair for you to say. And this is why another reason why I'm called.
DC, listen. When you're talking about why it's not damaging, I'm telling you it's not damaging because he's a rookie and he don't have his team ready for war. So I'm not going to tax him on what happened. Now, when you get your team ready for war and you say, okay, now we're performing. We got a top 3 record in the league. Then that's an indication that your team is ready to go. You got what's built around you. It's good to go. All right, now go out to battle. If you get swept in that capacity, then yeah, it could be damaging. But none of that depends. None of that makes you the GOAT or make you not the GOAT.
None of it.
I'll just tell you like this, because once again, this is an argument that'll never be settled because it's based on opinions. Okay, my opinion is I think I will never see a great player. If I really wanted to say one, I would say Bill Russell, one in college, high school, and NBA. So if you're going to start using symmetrics and whatever, all of these words and, like building and, all of this stuff when it comes to Mike, you got to use that to every player.
I do.
So when I say,
I do.
So in other words, the same argument that you're making, okay?
Right.
You can make that for Kobe Bryant being
of course you can.
Mike.
No, you
So
can't.
wait a minute.
No, that's not an argument for being greater. That's an argument why I'm not taxing him for getting swept.
For getting swept. I'm not taxing Kobe either for airballing. I'm not taxing Kobe for airballing.
Mike. Why do you think I'm taxing Mike? I'm not taxing him. I'm telling you that right now, so we ain't got to say that no more. I'm not taking anything away from him.
You brought up the fact that nobody says that he gets swept in his first 2 years. You brought that up, right?
Yeah, I brought that up because if we're going to start comparing players, when we talk, and I'm going to use a person who I don't like, when we talk about LeBron, okay, as much as I don't like him, I talk about his flaws more than his good stuff. So first thing I say is he got swept. I start mentioning stuff.
That's not a flaw. That's a result. That's not a flaw.
Oh, his is not a flaw.
No, okay, it's not. It's not a flaw to get swept, DC. It's not. That's not a flaw. You can't go in the gym and work on not getting swept.
Yeah, I'm not saying
what you can actually do on the basketball court is what is a strength or a flaw, not what the result is. I missed the shot. I missed the shot, so that's a flaw. No, that's not a flaw. I just missed the shot.
Opinions based on NBA. NBA is based on opinions today. So a person is not allowed to say, and this is what this is really based on. I'm not allowed to say, I just don't think Mike the greatest. And she played against these dudes. Y'all calling him a hater. Hold on, listen. He's telling you as a person who has played against somebody like this, as great as you want to say he is, he can be scored on.
There isn't a player that can't be scored on, but you just made that up. Nobody on this panel called she the hater.
Your exact words were, she got a new podcast. So you think she's saying this because he's a new podcast? She ain't never been this type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He's not that type of dude where you can attach that to. I would say some people, yeah, but not she. She keeping it 1,000, and you just don't want to accept it. See, I love Mike. I'm telling you, Mike and Kobe is 1 and 2 for me. But I'm not going to sit here and make it look like Mike is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Nobody said Mike was the greatest defender ever. We just said Mike was an elite defender. That's all we said.
Okay. Right. But don't use the word GOAT when you say that though.
What?
Because there's no such thing as a GOAT.
Hey, hold on.
He said there's no such thing as GOAT, but he also said 2 breaths ago that he got Mike and Kobe 1 and 2. That means
I said, listen to what I said. Listen, that's why I said y'all must not be listening. I said Mike is the most entertaining and popular, and you know he is. If Mike ain't had the shoes, we wouldn't have this argument. Okay, the reason why I say Kobe is the best player I've ever seen because he can do more. He plays the game at a wider range than Mike did. He has a better range on his shot. Y'all keep talking about Mike defensive. Kobe got more than him. So if let's be fair.
He does.
All right, let's be fair to this. There's only 2 reasons why people put Mike up: 2 3-peats and a defensive player of the year.
No, that's not why. And if you want to compare Mike and Kobe as defenders, I think Kobe was a better on ball defender than Mike. It's a lot of players that are better defenders on the perimeter than Mike. Mike's not the best defender we ever seen.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad
he's the best player I ever seen, because who else other than Kobe that was that was number one scorer in the league, a number one scorer in the era, and also somewhere in the top 5 as a defender on the perimeter.
Tracy McGrady.
Sure, and T-Mac. Sure, T-Mac too. T-Mac too. That's 3 guys. That's 3 guys. Hold on. But DC, hold on, DC. That's 3 guys out of 6.
I can't name the rest off the top of my head.
Of course you can. Of course you can off the top of your head, because you don't remember them, DC. But look, I'm gonna clear the lines, because hey, love you too, DC, man. Call back on the next topic, man. I want to get Joshua in here. He want to know how to call in, so I'm gonna get him in. I'm gonna clear the lines. All right, big dog.
Peace out, fellas. Y'all be easy.
All right, thanks.
All right, DC.
Hey, Mel.
Yes, sir.
So what y'all miss is DC said, in his opinion, there has been no great players. That's what he said while he was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has a no one's gonna check all the boxes for him because there's been no great players. So that's what, and that's how you can say there's no GOAT. There can't be a greatest of all time if nobody's great.
Yeah, he's smoking that Zaza Wade. All right, call on the line from Florida. What's up, big dog? What's your name?
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Yo, gentlemen, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you a little bit. Sound like you're on the walkie-talkie. Where you at? You in the military?
Oh, no. That's my Bluetooth. Let me try to put it. See if that works better. Can y'all hear me better?
Yeah. We can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of comment on that caller DC just a bit. Like his comment, I think the flaw in how people look at Michael Jordan as an overall player and in the GOAT conversation is weird, because people like to pick apart certain pieces of Michael Jordan's career or his talent and then chomp all over that. But at the end of the day, the reason he is considered the GOAT is because of what he does in totality.
Of course.
Offensively and defensively, if he was phenomenal and an elite defender while also expending all that energy on that side, and he was arguably, if not even arguably, the greatest scorer outside of Wilt and outside of Kareem, and a couple of other guys, the greatest scorer. They're expounding that much energy on both sides of the ball. And then we look at the rest of his career. Like he said, he threw out, I'm not going to take up too much time. He threw out 2 3-peats as if magic just happened all on its own. That's not how it works. You can't just say, people like Mike, because he threw out, because he had 2 3-peats. That happened because of his talent and what he did.
Right.
You can't just
That's like see when he did that.
Like it's just you get what I'm saying? Like, so you put together the offense, the defense, the elite levels of both, and then you stand back and look at his career and say, damn, no one's ever done it like the way he did it on both sides of the ball. We got guys who got awards, we got guys who got stats, we got guys who were dominant. There's only one guy who did all of those things in his career, and that's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I
agree with you 100%. That's a good call. One last thing before you go. So are you disagreeing with Rasheed and saying that Mike was a lockdown defender?
I disagree. Here's the thing. Mike had a time when he was an elite lockdown defender. And then there was a time when his athleticism started to wane a bit. So he started to create other facets of his game to put together parts of his offense and his defense that would be more beneficial towards winning, right? So why would he continue to be Mr. on-ball lockdown defender if his athleticism is waning, when he can be a sneaky black cat?
Correct.
Look at the last one. This got to be the greatest play in NBA history. Was the last play he did in the Chicago Bulls. It was a steal, which shows defense, and it was offense. The last damn play he did as a Chicago Bull was showing y'all on both sides of the motherfucking ball how he is the GOAT. Like this is insane.
Hey, look, and you cooking, but not just that last play. But remember, it was hard to score. It was a game 6. Everyone was tired. Nobody had legs. MJ had been missing shots left and right. Yeah,
45.
And then he came in and got a key layup that I don't know how they let him get to, if I remember correctly. Then got that steal. Then hit that game winner. And that just showed you almost everything. That showed you him on defense, how smart he was, how patient he was, how determined he was, how ready for the moment he was, how clutch he was, his offensive prowess, all of that good stuff. That showed you all of that.
Like, I'm going to say this, off of what you just said, too. Everybody just needs to take a step back and look at that play, man. You can't tell me that every college, every high school, and every professional player doesn't look at that play and damn, he saw an opening and took that shit. He snatched their heart.
Yeah,
that's like nobody does that to this day. There are people taking people's hearts, and there are people doing certain things. But like Mike was always trying to get a win. That's why I'm not gonna veer this off into Durant territory. But I think that if Mike and Durant were in the same era, he would figure Durant out. That's how much I look at Michael Jordan's defensive mind. And I'm just like, this dude is going to find a way to take that ball and get that ball from you. Whether it's on the ball, off the ball, whatever the hell you want to say. He's going to find that hole and that moment where you're not looking. He's going to snatch your damn money.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, man, I appreciate that call. That's a good call, man. I'm going to like you. What's your name again?
What's your name?
Hey, my name Leon, man.
Leon, my fault.
My at on YouTube is at the New Geeks. I think I said something to you today earlier. I was like, yo, man, when do you do the calls, man? I want to get on, man. But
I appreciate that. Amazing. I'm about to save you in my phone, Leon, man. That was a good call, man. I'm locking you in.
Absolutely, I appreciate you, gentlemen.
All right, big dog.
Brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, and don't forget, man. Pippen back locked up on him in that game. If they would have lost that game and went game 7, he would have had no Scottie Pippen. So he had no Scottie Pippen the whole fourth quarter. Scottie Pippen was a decoy.
Yes, he was a decoy.
So he was out there playing 4-on-5.
He took the ball out. He inbounded the ball on the next to the last play.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Norwood. Hey, this is gonna be the next to the last caller. Joshua keep trying to call in, but he keep being late, man. Norwood, what's up, big dog?
What's going on, man?
I'm
What's
good.
going on, fellas?
Good. What's your thought? What's your thoughts?
I heard the same thing that Rasheed said. For me, it's like, it's a nitpicking thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So to me, it's like you're nitpicking. I'll give you a perfect example, right? Take Diggs from the Cowboys, the cornerback.
Right.
Is he considered a lockdown corner? He's not considered a lockdown corner, but here it is. He led in NFL in picks.
Correct.
Before he got hurt.
Correct.
And no quarterback is going to throw against him. What I mean by that is, it's different ways of playing defense. Just because Jordan wasn't a quote unquote lockdown defender, that doesn't mean he wasn't an elite defender. How can you not be an elite defender when you get 200 blocks and 100 blocks and 200 steals in one season, and no one else has ever done that other than Scottie Pippen, and Jordan did it twice. Like, that doesn't mean that you get what I'm trying to say?
Of course.
Reach.
I think with the choice of words, he was being nitpicky, because here it is. Tony Allen can be considered a lockdown defender, but here it is. He's never led the league in steals, or he doesn't. You get what I'm trying to say?
Of course, yeah.
So I think it was just a nitpicky choice of words. Anybody who thinks that Jordan wasn't a good defender, man, is turnovers. What does all his steals lead to? What? Layups. Lead to points the other way.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. The game is about scoring and winning, bro. I ain't worried about you shutting this one dude down. If you can pick his pocket and take it the other way and give me 2 points. Come on, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you beating on the floor trying to lock somebody down. Like, what did you just do? You ain't did nothing. But here it is. Jordan gonna pick your pocket and take it the other way and get a dunk.
Hey, look, Norwood. One would say, and one of those guys that would say that is on this panel. One would say Wojo was a lockdown defender. I'd rather have
Damn
Mike.
sure was. Damn sure was.
Hey, we not doing this.
I rather
Jay,
have
we
Jordan. Jordan gonna pay
Hey.
the Jordan gonna
listen.
pay the passing. Listen, man. Jordan gonna pay the passing lanes. Jordan gonna play the passing lanes. Jordan coming up from behind you and picking your pocket if you're a big man down low. He gonna try to block you from behind. I mean, he doing it all different kinds of ways.
Of course.
No one is confusing Michael Jordan with Steve Wojciechowski. No one's saying that. But for what Wojo was, he would D you up and lock you up, man, and taking care of him, man. Wojo, lockdown defender, college basketball.
Check this out though. I want to say something about what your boy was saying about Durant. Dude, I sat about a month ago and watched a clip where Russell Westbrook blocked Durant shot like 4 times.
Yeah.
Westbrook probably done blocked Durant shot more than anybody in the NBA. So don't act like Durant's shot is just so unblockable, man. Come on, dude. Let's. I don't see Westbrook himself do it more than once. But when it comes back to Jordan and the defense, man, think about it now. He playing the passing lanes. Mm-hmm. If you're a big man, you cannot bring the ball down below your waist because he'll come from the backside and he'll strip you.
Yeah.
And he coming with the help defense and blocking you and blocking the shot. And everything is taking the ball the other way. Everything is taking it the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can play lockdown defense and just cause my defender to pass the ball. But that ain't equaling 2 points the other way. You get what I'm saying? So which one is better? Okay, I locked my man down so bad he ain't have a shot. He passed the ball to his teammate.
Yeah, it all works at the end of the day, man. But
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you 100%, man. But hey, look, we gotta move. We got to get this last call in.
I hope this Josh. Is this Josh?
It's gotta be Josh, man.
Nah, Josh. He late again. That was somebody from North Carolina. But hey, I'm gonna get you off no word real quick. I'm gonna get this last phone call, man, so we can move to the next topic. All right, bro. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Joshua, we gotta be quick, big dog. Gotta be quick, Joshua.
Joshua, call Josh. Call Josh. Call.
Come on, Josh.
Call Josh. Come on. We tried to get you on here, man. We tried to get you on here.
Hold on. Who this? Nope, it ain't even Joshua. Come on, man.
Josh, call. Josh, call. Right now.
All right. Hey, last call on this topic. Caller from North Carolina. Who's this?
Hey, what's going on? My name Rod.
Lord have mercy. That's Josh again. Hold on, man. I'm gonna get Josh in. Hold on.
That boy got terrible timing.
All right, hold on. I got Josh and Rod on the line. Hold on, let me see if I can. My phone moving slow right now for some reason. All right, I got Josh and Rod on here. Rod, you go first, and Josh, you next.
Bet. All right. Yeah, I mean, my opinion on the situation is that I think what she is saying that Jordan wasn't necessarily a lockdown defender or wasn't an all-time great defender is because, when you look at the era that Jordan played in, where were the comparable players to Jordan? Like when you talk about Kobe, there was comparable players like T-Mac, like Vince Carter, comparable players to his skill set, or even some people consider those guys to be more talented, in terms of skill overall. Players, you
do know MJ played against them dudes, right? You know MJ played. MJ played against T-Mac. He played against Kobe. He played against Ray Allen. He played against Big Dog Glenn Robinson. Hold on. He played against Glenn Rice. He played against Steve Smith, Brian Shaw, Penny Hardaway. He played against Thunder Dan Marley. He played against Cedric Sabalas. He played against Anthony Mason. He played against Allen Houston, Grant Hill. He played against Gary Payton, Jason Kidd. Then he came back as a 39-year-old and played against Sean Marion and all them dudes and still was cooking and blocking their shots and D'ing them up and all that stuff. Then we all admit that Kobe Bryant is a carbon copy of Michael Jordan. So we seen Kobe Bryant do what he did against all this talent. Why not the better version of Kobe Bryant be able to do it as well?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Kobe was never shutting down none of those players. He won against them, but he wasn't never really shutting them down. Like Vince and T-Mac, them boys was cooking Kobe. You know what I'm saying? But he won. He was winning against them. And that's the point I was making. Like Michael never really had, a comparable, like me, yeah, I agree with you that he played against T-Mac and some of those guys, but
and
they weren't
Dominique
really comparable
and Clyde,
players.
Dominique and Clyde comparable players. Gerald Wilkins comparable. Ryan Harper comparable.
Gerald Wilkins is a comparable player to Michael Jordan. Come on,
Athletic, yeah, of course.
Athletically, yeah. Like
So was Ryan Harper. So was
we
Ryan
gotta
Harper.
stop. Like, it wasn't no great players in the Jordan era. There were just none greater than him. Like Charles Barkley was great.
Bars.
He was great. Like it was great players that people always use the talent discrepancy. And I do understand the guys are bigger, faster, stronger. A lot of them are. But we have to stop acting like Jordan played in the era of nothing but plumbers. Like Barkley didn't play. Reggie Miller didn't play in the Jordan era? He wasn't great. Like it's great players in that era. Just because Jordan was greater than them does not Sean Kemp. I see somebody say Sean Kemp in that era. Like great players. So even though you can say there were players comparable to Kobe, these were the players that were comparable to Mike. They just weren't on the same level.
They weren't on the same level. And there was guys that was as athletic as Mike with the same type of body type and size. They just wasn't good enough to be starters. They was on the bench.
Facts.
Not my fault. We've never seen a guy this athletic and this skilled and this determined. So we got guys that can match his athleticism that wasn't skilled enough to be a starter.
yeah, that's true. That's true. What you said. That's true. What you said. I think that I just think that when I say comparable though, I mean like they probably at least at that time people considered T-Mac to be on the same level as Kobe. People consider Vince Carter to be on the same level as Kobe.
Sure.
You know, people consider Dwayne Wade to be on the same level as Kobe.
Right.
Like he had a lot more competition he was playing against. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I just don't think it's I don't think it's a point to be made there. I mean, even if we agree that nobody was on Michael Jordan's level to match him, and they
it
were
doesn't
on,
take away from his greatness.
It really don't. And like I said, to see Kobe do what he did against all this competition that you said he had, just shows me how much Mike would have been able to do against them, because Mike was definitely better than Kobe and definitely more athletic than Kobe. I just don't understand. You seeing what Mike would have done in this era by seeing Kobe do it. So there's no real point to be made there. But hey, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let Josh get in here, man. I appreciate the call, big dog. Rod, I'm gonna save you in here. I got you.
All right, Most.
All right, big dog. All right, Joshua, man. Last call. What's up?
He got in here.
Let me in.
Hey, man, we was trying to get you in here because I seen you in the comments. I said we got to get Josh, and I seen you in uniform on your picture. I said I got to get my dude in here, man.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. So, for the topic, I disagree with what Sheed is saying. It's literally clips on YouTube of whole games that you can go watch, and you can watch Mike literally shutting guys down. But I think this new generation is kind of dumb, where they think that means that Mike never got scored on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, it's a clip on, I think it's from the 96 season. They playing the Pistons at home, and Grant is cooking Pippen. And Mike got on Grant the last 5 minutes. Grant Hill couldn't score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike can lock you down when he absolutely needed to. But I would say that the second three-peat Mike, he wasn't as athletic. So he may have waned a little bit, especially playing against the 50 or smaller guard. They did give Mike trouble. But to say that he wasn't an elite defender, I think that's just bull. And then there's also a clip, y'all was talking about with his Mike. It's a clip on you. So let me ask you guys this. So we agree that Vince Carter was in his prime in, like, let's say from 2000 to 2004. Did we say that was prime Vince Carter?
When he was with the Nets? Was he with the Nets?
No, when he was with the Raptors.
Oh yeah, definitely with the Raptors, of course.
Raptors, yeah, that whole career, that whole time was his prime.
Yeah, it's a clip on YouTube. It's like 22 minutes long, and the Wizards are playing the Raptors in Toronto. And Mike and Vince, they kind of building up like, okay, these two UNC guys, they're both ball hitting, they both can jump. They're kind of playing it like a passing of the torture game, right?
Yeah.
So Vince got 21 in the first half. They asked Vince, Mike's on you, how you feel? He's like, man, I don't even care for real. Anybody can get it. Mike started Vince the whole second half, and Vince did not score the ball. And this is 39-year-old Michael Jordan. So the clip is on YouTube.
So to sit up here and say Mike wasn't an elite defender, I'm telling you, I think guys are just saying things for clicks and views because they're trying to poke little holes in Mike's legacy, and you got to do all these mental gymnastics to prove your point. When you can just go look at the clip, they're right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you 100%.
Annoying, man. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say, man. I know y'all got to go. I'll call in on the next show, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
All right, thanks, Joshua, man. I got you locked in. All right, big dog.
For sure. All right.
All right, we can finally move to the next topic. We got the last one in, but this super chat is for Jay and Chris, man, because I've been hogging up all the daggone airtime. Would you guys say that? Would you guys say that Jordan swatting the ball out of Karl Malone's hand is the greatest clutch defensive play or the best steal in NBA history? And Roland Curry, appreciate the super chat, big dog.
100%. Roland always showing love.
Shout out to Roland.
Go ahead, Chris.
Man, and this already tastes bad, man. But I would say
you're gonna say exactly what I was gonna say. No,
to me, the greatest clutch defensive play might just be Brian Penn and Iggy Dollar.
Iggy's block.
That might just be the greatest.
I'm not mad at
that. Because if he doesn't get that block, the Warriors win that series.
No question.
Yeah, I would say that's number one.
I do think that still may be the greatest steal because it led to a championship. It led to the push off. Was it a push off? The steal is elite, but I think the greatest defensive play would probably be that chase down block.
Yeah, that one, but you know, it's two chase down blocks that was big. They wasn't in the finals, so I'm putting that one number one. But it's two more that I seen. The one Tayshaun Prince did on Reggie Miller in the playoffs.
Wait, that was a great conference finals, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and the one Hakeem did on Rod Strickland in the playoff as well.
That's a good one too.
Big. That was big. Yeah, so that was my top three.
I forgot about that Tayshaun one, man.
Yeah. Rolling another super chat. Appreciate it. MJ easily the greatest two-way player of all time. The greatest two-way player of all time. I would say MJ, Hakeem, Kawhi.
Are we ready to hold on? Are we ready to throw Kawhi up there?
They say it's the girl in Atlanta, the best two-way player of all time.
Are we, I mean,
who are you talking about? Brittany, did she just get out of prison? Dino, you want to go wait for the next topic? You just go bulldoze in, man. It must be nice to be a day one. Because if this was a new, if you wasn't day one, I would have moved on. What's up?
I just wanted to say, greatest defensive player I ever seen. With Dwayne Wade blocked my man's shot, took it down half court, buzzer beater, runner from the three for the game.
That was in the regular season, man.
I don't care.
This my house.
Hey, listen, I don't care if it was preseason.
This my house. This my house.
So you might as well say the block that JaVale McGee caught.
Blocks and steals. Dwayne Wade got the most blocks as a shooting guard ever, and he was 2 inches shorter than Kobe.
Not shooting guard is guard period.
Guard period.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna get ahead and show my boy my flowers, but you know, I'm in the chat. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
Love you too, gang.
All right, big dog.
Dino.
Hey, Chad, thanks for the sub, man. You gonna love it here, big dog. You gonna love it. All right, man. We ready to move to the next topic?
Oh, we got.
I don't know. Josh
another super chat right there.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Josh, man.
Josh.
Way to stay with it, man.
Hey, I had to get him in here. Y'all, did y'all see the uniform?
Yeah. I peeked and I was like, every other comment, he was like, man, I got voicemail, I got blocked, I got. I was like, we gotta get it.
Hey, Josh, you know everybody on this panel is prior Navy, right?
Almost everybody.
No,
all of us.
Jay, all of us.
Oh, yo.
Okay, Jay trying to deny it. He trying to deny it. I guess it was a different life. But thanks for the $5 super chat. MJ hit the layup, the steal, then the jumper in their order. Kyrie hit the jumper. Brian got the block. MJ wins this one. Yeah, when you take it all in totality, but we just spot the defensive play itself.
Yeah, you gotta think about how much ground LeBron covered and how he was able to adjust. Because I think Iggy kind of wrapped it and came back, and LeBron was able to adjust to pin that off the glass. Like that was
no cap. And no cap. Jordan got all the Karl Malone hand too. I literally just watched it yesterday.
But no cap. With LeBron, he didn't know which way Iguodala was going, so he blocked both sides of the backboard. So anytime you shake the backboard, anytime you hit the rim or the backboard, that's goaltending.
If we being honest,
ain't nobody asked you for that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're all investing here.
Man, this is the longest we ever stayed on one topic. What are we doing, man?
How long we been? Hour on one topic.
We better skip that Lakers playoff topic, man.
We ain't getting to something, man. Which one we not getting to? Which one y'all want us to not to talk about? The Lakers, Luka, or the Super Bowl? Which one, man? Put it in the chat. Which one we skipping?
We still can do all these joints, man.
We can probably do all of them. We just gotta fly through.
All right, let's fly.
You know we about to go 2.5 hours anyway.
We got another show. We got a whole nother show before the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So we can.
So we might be able to slide the Super Bowl. We might, because we ain't really have to talk about that until next week.
Let's see what they're saying in the chat.
Nah, I want to talk about it every day between now and then.
Of course you do.
Oh,
might as well.
I bet you don't.
You damn so. You damn right I don't.
Oh, you know what? We need to let's go ahead and we go do all of these because we got to get the Chris's soliloquy. I want to know what happened,
bro.
I want to know what happened, Detroit Lions fan.
And I'll
all
tell
right,
you
man. So
when we get there.
Yeah, we see. All right, so the Lake Show. Man, so much drama going on, man. This is what Kevin Durant was talking about years ago when he said the circus and what did he call it? The toxicity that's around LeBron is just too much, right? So now we at a point where LeBron, it don't look like it's working, and now he want to reshuffle the deck again and get a new hand. He don't like the hand that was dealt to him. So now, right now, the rumor is he want Darvin Ham fired. And he might be sitting out games until it happened. He might this might be his only leverage play, right? So he wants Darvin Ham fired, and then a report came out that the Lakers is seeking trades for LeBron James. This is all crazy. He puts out a cryptic tweet with an hourglass. I don't know what that means. It's time up for him. It's time up for one of his players. It's time out for Darvin Ham. I don't know what all this means, but it's a lot of drama and it's toxic. So let's hear his mouthpiece, Nick Wright, speak about it, and then I'm gonna get what y'all think about what needs to be happening.
Let's do it.
So we are a week away from the trade deadline, and the NBA trade deadline to be specific. And LeBron is already tweeting. We're going to show those on YouTube. An hourglass.
The hourglass.
Tweeted an hourglass.
Tweeted the hourglass where time is running out, not the hourglass where it just started. That is noteworthy.
Right.
So the 2 hourglass options.
Tweets, man.
He tweeted the one, that where time is running out. Go ahead.
You guys are such big babies. But you said you don't think he'll demand a trade, but still hope the Lakers trade him. Would LeBron's legacy take a hit with a midseason trade? Or like maybe that tweet was about Darvin Ham.
Oh, I think it probably was about Darvin Ham. But
he's been getting real
but
nippy.
Firing the coach, the Lakers don't have a move they can make to make them championship caliber. All right, there isn't one. They could improve. They could fire the coach. They could try to acquire Zach LaVine or DeJounte Murray, but I don't know that makes them championship caliber. It's crazy that LeBron and AD have been healthy all year and they're a 500 team.
Yeah.
I would like LeBron to be traded. That he could go. There are 3 teams out east right now that I think are a tick below championship caliber, that if he went there could win the whole thing. The Heat, the Sixers, or the Knicks. I think all 3 of those teams would be, with LeBron, good enough to win the title. And if LeBron were to say to the Lakers, because LeBron's a free agent after this year, I'm leaving after this season, so why don't you get something back for me? I think it could be great for all parties.
All right, man. So here's the question.
Man, okay, go ahead.
So it's a whole bunch of ways we can go with this, man. Y'all will pick which one y'all want to go, man. The suggestion that he go to the Knicks, the Heat, or what was the other squad? Philly. Is hilarious, but at the same time, I want to know if you think the Lakers should make that move and get rid of LeBron, or should they go into next season thinking they go sign him, or he go opt into his contract, and then he go use that leverage to make them force and use their draft pick to draft Bronny. Plus, he still won't Ham fired. So if you keep him, you got to fire Ham. You got to do a mid-season trade, and then you got to use your first round draft pick on Bronny just for LeBron for 1 or 2 more years. What should the Lakers do? And then what y'all think about this trade suggestion that Nick Wright just put out there?
You got to fire him. It's real distracting for LeBron and AD to be in the huddle and looking at that knot on his head. So that's
Be serious, Jay.
Nah,
Jay. Stop, Jay. Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Nah, I'm playing, man. Listen, trading LeBron wouldn't be the worst thing that they ever done.
They sure wouldn't.
Especially if he's walking. But I would trade him to the abyss or to Cleveland.
To the abyss.
Where's the abyss at? Charlotte.
A few miles from me. Put him down there with LaMelo.
Oh yeah,
The abyss is definitely Detroit. The abyss. Is
that'd be crazy for him to be down there with the GOAT though. I mean, I know the GOAT sold his share, but I think he's still part of the organization somehow.
He forever part of this whole state, and you already know that. Where we at? More me and Jay.
Yeah. James Brigger, thanks for the super chat, man. Thank you for the service for everybody on the panel, man. New sub. Thanks for the sub, big dog. MJ is the GOAT. I agree 100%. Yeah. Hey, I notice how people who think MJ is the GOAT are generous enough to help us out with our calls and give us a super chat. All these LeBron fans in here, they ain't never getting no super chat, man. I don't know what's going on with y'all, man.
You know what they waiting on, right? You know what they waiting on? They waiting on a big 3 super chat so they can form together and then collectively get mad. Once they stop not giving, then they'll just go to another podcast and then go listen to us for it.
I've talked to LeBron fans far and wide. They said they will not super chat until you guys recognize the in-season championship as an actual championship.
Oh, that's a dilemma right there.
Oh, day in hell.
But super chat got LeBron's favorite word in it, super. He likes super teams.
Man, so this whole
they gonna hate us today. They gonna hate us today.
This whole Lakers situation is bad, and it's beyond repairable at the point where you think that you'll be competitive this year, right? You should have done this maybe the year that you didn't win after the bubble, right? Then you should have probably blown everything up then. Tried to get what you get back. But now you done leverage the whole future of the thing. You have no picks for, or at least no good picks, for the foreseeable future, right? And then you want to hinge maybe, and say you go to trade route, right? You want to hinge, what value could you get from LeBron? First off, what team is willing to deal whatever the Lakers are going to ask for to be competitive again immediately in the next 1 or 2 years? No, nobody's giving up that stimulus package to get a 39-year-old LeBron who's going to be bringing toxicity to whatever organization team where your coach is probably going to get fired if they don't make the playoffs or they get knocked out before the finals, and your GM's probably going to get bounced because now it's everything that LeBron wants. Of course, now you got to draft Bronny wherever LeBron goes. Nobody wants to deal with that headache, right? But now it's too late. You didn't invested too much. You gave him $50 million over this year or last year, right? You gave him $50 million to stick around, picking up his option. So you have no money. What are you gonna trade? If you trade, you're gonna be in the same position because you're gonna get basically what you giving out. You're gonna get back what you're giving out. Nobody, right? Unless you want to decide to trade Austin Reeves or D'Lo, which you're still not gonna get that much for that back. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to give up AD, but they don't want to do that because they think AD is gonna be the future.
Chris, hold on. Let me answer this question. That LeBron does not have a trade clause in his contract. But go ahead.
Yeah, he does.
So he can't. Oh, so he can't get traded.
Yeah.
And it'd be best for the Lakers to trade him because of everything you just said. He can opt out of his contract after this year, right? He got an option for next year. He can opt out. If they don't trade him and the Lakers don't succumb to his demands, which is allegedly fire Ham, make some trades at the deadline for more pieces, which means if you're sending them someone like D'Lo, they're gonna probably ask for a draft pick with it if you're getting back some type of all-star player, right? So you're gonna have to give up that draft pick, just like he said last year. Damn them draft picks, a draft pick and D'Lo for some all-star to help him get in the playoffs this year. Then he still want more control with Clutch Sports, and then he want his son Bronny drafted.
The right move is, if you're gonna trade anything, you got to kind of make AD part of that package, yo.
You got value. That's the only value you're gonna get, man. They are up. Somebody said in the comments, they upside down in this loan. They don't have the boys are going to the car dealership. They go into the car dealership and they got a 430 credit score, but they trying to lease this Benz over here. Like you can't do that. Like if
what they trading in?
A 1997 Honda Civic with 450,000 miles on it.
But it got speakers in the back. They got
and rims.
And rims and Fosgate, maybe the detachable face jumps we used to get back in the day. You know, they got some
candy flakes in the paint. It's pretty. It looks good.
Yeah. It's worth $2,000. Like, you cannot have what you have right now and say we want to be a real contender with LeBron and AD maximizing the payroll. I think it was a little bit of poetry, though, last night when Austin Reeves scored 37 and whatever, they got the W after Bron and AD chose to sit out, you know, for whatever their injuries are. But yeah, man, the writing's on the wall. Them boys, they it looks like, I ain't gonna accuse them of nothing that I don't know for sure, but it looks like they quitting on them. They quitting on them.
Like it did. It looked like they quit on him. It looked like they set him up and it backfired because they beat the number one team in the league.
Exactly. And it was poetic justice. It was like, you can't do this every time you don't get your way. This is what he's done. He'll go to a team. They'll sacrifice all their assets to bring him and another star. They'll mortgage their future for that window of rings. But the window, as he gets older, gets smaller. Now, you in a position right now where you got all of these players on this team that people may or may not want, but they're not willing to pay top dollar to bail the Lakers out. They're not finna give you this. They're not finna give you this. So at the end of the day, the only thing that they could do is blow up the entire roster. Yo, Slim is a fool, bro. Slim, you are a fool, bro. Grams of some dang, he can't even get a whole. They can't even.
Yo, man. They get money for that too.
All right, look, man. Hey, just for that, man. Look, we're only taking 2 phone calls this time, so we can move real quick and be done before 2 hours, man. So go ahead and give us a call, man. Do y'all think that LeBron and AD tried to set Ham up and it backfired, or we missing something, man? Y'all give a call in 336-456-6453. Slim is crazy, man.
Yo, Slim, boy, you all right with me, boy. You all right.
That man, DC is crazy. Somebody said in California, that's about fair trade.
I know, right? Call him for California, man. What's your name?
What's up? This is Brian. What's going on?
Brian, what's good, brother?
What's good, Brian?
What's happening, man?
What's good? So I'm a Laker fan. So
I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Talk to us, Brian. Talk to us, bro. Talk to us.
Hey, show us on the doll where LeBron hurt you at.
Oh.
How does that make you feel?
Okay. Well, you know, it is a lot of toxicity and everything with him being here, because there's a lot of LeBron fans that are like, you know, they kill like the role players, man. You would think these dudes are like mass murderers or something that play for the Lakers that aren't named. You know, even AD gets it, but it's like, I think it was poetic justice. I was so happy for the guys last night, you know, to see them pull that off. And it just shows the disconnect that LeBron has with Laker fans, because you got to buy into the Lakers-Celtic rivalry at minimum. Like, you can't miss that game if you're LeBron James. Like, at minimum, you got to at least pretend to hate the Celtics. and
Right.
like suit up for that. So just to check out in that game. But yeah, it was great to see the guys, and I finally got to see conventional basketball again. You know, with D'Lo running the show. Now, I'm not saying we're better without LeBron necessarily.
You are,
but I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we could get anything for him either. But I don't mind trading. I mean, we'll come off the. I mean, he's half a player because you know he can't do it at both ends.
Let me ask you two questions. Okay. Question number one. Was it last year or year before last where y'all was in the same situation? LeBron started sitting out for the foot, I think. I think AD was out. And then when AD came back, he came back before LeBron, and y'all went on a stretch where y'all was playing really good basketball. Y'all beat Golden State.
I think that was last year.
Was it? I don't know if it was last year. Yeah, last year. And y'all started playing real good ball. And when y'all started playing good ball, LeBron came back.
Yeah, I thought he was going to miss the season, but then we made it to the play-in tournament, and then he came back. Yeah,
okay,
that's correct.
All right, so with AD and the pieces y'all got, y'all might be a better team than y'all are with LeBron. However, y'all need LeBron's leadership.
No, we don't.
You don't?
We don't need
LeBron's
leadership.
Okay.
No, I think with Darvin Ham as a coach, we'll be good as long as we get a center for AD. Also, we need a center for AD. I mean, one of my things, I only watch Laker games, full disclosure. I only watch Laker games.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm used to having two bigs, whether it was Shaq and Samaki Walker or Shaq and Horace Grant or Powell and Bynum. I'm used to having 2 7-footers. Like, my pet peeve are like power forwards under 6'10". And I was willing to make an exception for Julius Randle because he was such a beast when he came to the team.
Yeah.
But for me, LeBron at power forward is like, that's like a bottleneck for me. Like, I don't think we're ever going to improve with him playing power forward. I would rather see him like reduce his minutes or come off the bench and be like a 3-and-D type guy. And that way he could play more effectively for shorter spurts, and then you get a real big in there at 7 foot. They don't even have to be that good.
At this point,
to have a big man.
At this point, at this point, is LeBron Draymond Green without the defense, but a better 3?
No, he's way more skilled than Draymond. I mean, he still has a fall-away jumper. He still has a 3-point shot. He still has the drive to the lane and the baseline fall-away jumper. You know, he still gets, has the change in speed to drive to the basket and get people off their spots and get to the rim. I mean, he's got a bag.
All right, last question. Last question. Do you miss Kobe?
No.
Goodbye.
No, I don't miss Kobe. I think we got a lot out of Kobe. He gave us everything he could. Now, we haven't had a player like him, and I wish we could get another one. But no, I don't miss Kobe. He did everything he did. I'm completely satisfied with that.
All right, sounds
I don't
good.
miss him like that.
Appreciate the call, bro.
Great answer. Great team.
Last call. Are we getting one more? We'll wait for one more. If not, we'll move. I think we did all right on this one. We were about 20 minutes on this. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Slim about killed me though.
Slim.
Stupid, bro. He's stupid.
All right, no more calls coming. All right, we moving, man. All right, here's a controversial one right here. This and I covered this on Tuesday, but I didn't get into the Dirk portion of it. I got into the portion where J Kidd was trying to, compare Luka and say Luka was in the realm of Mike and Kobe, and that's why I went with it. I don't have Kidd's soundbite. Because I think everybody has heard it this week. But if you haven't heard it, Jason Kidd pretty much said, look, man, we're taking Luka for granted. We need to get him help here, and he's going to win multiple rings if we get him help. And he's not a guy that's in Dirk's range. He's in MJ and Kobe and LeBron's range. That's what he said. So I talked about all of that on Tuesday. I linked that episode in the description. But now I want to ask y'all the question. Let's even take it back because we know that was Cap when he said he's in Kobe and Mike's realm.
Of course,
but I don't even think he was right about the Dirk part of it. All right, and here's Dan Patrick talking about Jason Kidd saying he was better than Dirk.
Because he doesn't play any defense, and Kobe played defense, Mike played defense. LeBron used to play a lot of defense, or at least come up with a lot of steals. But I mean, you're adding even more pressure to him by saying all these nice things about him. He's a wonderful talent. But, do I want him to focus on winning a championship? And what does that mean? Because Michael Jordan was a scoring machine, averaging 37 a game. And what happened? They eventually said to him, maybe we need to surround you with some talent here. Yeah. And Mike deferred his, he took less money in his salary. I think at one point he was the 5th or 6th highest paid Chicago Bull. And they went out and got talent. And Jerry Krause did a wonderful job in bringing in players, the right players, role players. If Mike doesn't win a title, Mike's like Allen Iverson. Like, man, was he awesome. Vince Carter, Dominique. Winning a championship is what changes people in how they view you. I mean, Mike may not feel different winning championships as he did putting up, 63 on the Celtics, but our image of him changed. If Bill Russell doesn't win 11 titles, if he wins 1, he's not a top 10, 15 player. But he won. He's the greatest winner of all time. I mean, that's the magic elixir. Luka is just a great scorer. Ball dominant, where it doesn't matter how many times you shoot, doesn't matter how many threes you take, doesn't matter how many turnovers you have. Today's game is about volume. Hey, I put up 50. I'm surprised that we don't have it on a nightly basis now, where somebody puts up 50. And it used to be when you got to 50, it was like, damn, did you see who had 50? Now it's like, 50? Okay. Yeah, how about 60 and 20 rebounds? Okay, all right, that's pretty good. These are like video game numbers that these guys are putting up. But for Jason Kidd to say that about Luke, and look, I don't know if you need to bring in Dirk in here, then he's better than Dirk. Dirk won a title. Dirk got to 2 NBA finals. I'm going to take Dirk over Luka. Certainly, if I'm taking Luka's, the resume that he has now, I'm taking Dirk. Now, Luka, when he's 30, what do you have on your resume? That's what I would be curious here.
All right, so there's Darren Patrick saying he taking Dirk, right? I'm taking Dirk. I think Dirk's still better than Luka right now. I think Luka is some things that he does offensively with the ball that Dirk can't do because he's a 7-footer that plays power forward. He's not a guard, right? But I think Dirk's a better player, and the proof is in the pudding. Now, going out and going to get numbers, yeah, Luke can do that better than a lot of people. But it ain't all about just numbers. It's about winning. And are you doing the other things? Are you defending? Or are you just out there putting numbers up, man? But what's y'all thoughts? Are y'all taking Luka or Dirk?
Come on, man.
Give me Mr. To-Go plate, dog. Every time.
Every single time.
I'm taking Dirk, man.
It don't matter who I'm taking. But I know Mark Cuban and Luka and Kyrie and Tyson Chandler, all of them taking Dirk over Luka.
Yeah, but J Kidd got a ring with Dirk, and he's talking about Luka is better than Dirk. I don't understand that. You got to see the greatness of Dirk.
Prior to this,
you got to see Dirk take down a super team in Miami.
Listen, prior to J Kidd saying this, when's the last time you said his name?
Clicks. What we was talking about earlier. Let's get these clicks up. Let's get this attention.
So what's his motive? Is that his call to the organization to get more players for Luka? I'm sorry, newsflash. You can't get the type of players you think Luka need. They can't help you because what are they going to do when they get there if you're still running this offense where Luka has the ball all the time? How can I help you if I don't get the ball?
J Kidd hadn't figured out yet that they're not trying to win. They're trying to showcase Luka. And if he ever figures it out, he'll quit saying dumb stuff like what he said.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, no disrespect to Luka game, man. For a semi in shape European dude that plays no defense, he has an excellent game.
Yeah.
However, it's not even one of one. It's not like the results are one of one because no one else is allowed to have quite possibly one of the top 3 point guards in the league on your team that you don't use.
And he in his prime. He not like kid in 39.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm trying to figure out what Glenn G is talking about with this great team.
Man, listen, I was about to ask y'all, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you cook on that, Chris, but I just want to say this. That's the problem. You can build a great team around Dirk because how Dirk plays.
You know the ingredients that go in that pot. You know what needs to go in that pot.
Exactly. You're never going to put the team around Luka is always going to look insufficient because of the style they play. And the flip side about it there is the style that they play is the reason why people think he's so great because he's able to get these stats. If he played like Dirk off the ball, and he put it this way, JJ Barrera, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd all handled the ball a lot for Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
If you take them same players right now and put them on Dallas, what are they going to do?
Stand in the corner.
Stand there.
Stand in the freaking corner. So I don't want to hear that Luka don't have no good team. He had Brunson, who everybody got in the MVP conversation right now. He had Brunson, and he had Brunson and Porzingis at the same freaking time. And look what Porzingis is doing in Boston. Look what Brunson is doing in New York. He had both of them at the same time. He had Kyrie this season. Kyrie playing beside Luka can't even make All-Star no more.
So hold on, time out. If your favorite team had JJ Barrera, Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, and Tyson Chandler, and Sean Mary, if that was your favorite team minus Dirk, that team not going to the playoffs.
No,
100%. That was my point. That's real, Jay. That's real.
The great team, like
the reason
Dirk
why
was the great team.
The reason why that team was great is because, like Mel said, they got the pieces that went with a centerpiece player, right? So Dirk is a 7-footer, but we not calling him our big man defender. So you go get Tyson Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk is also our primary scorer. So we need somebody that's going to be able to bring the ball up and facilitate. That's where you got Barrera, Kidd, and Terry.
Mm-hmm.
We need somebody who can, catch and shoot and create offense when they double Dirk. That's where you got Sean Mary. They built the team.
They had Pager too.
Yep, and they built that team. So you take Dirk away, no, that's not a great team. But you take the player. A lot of those players on Luka's team right now are that makes it a great team. If we look at the paper wise, that's a great team. But you can't see the greatness of that team because they don't get to touch the ball when Luka's in the game.
And if we're being honest, around that time, 2012, 2013, 2014, that was probably the last time where you were kind of asked to play your role. In this new positionless basketball that is played, you could be 7 foot and cook in the perimeter. Them old school coaches, man, if you don't get your 7 foot butt down there and play with your back to the basket, you know what I'm saying?
It's like a shot.
So
not to mention, you look at the teams that Dirk had to go through with that team to get to that championship.
Yeah,
beat Kobe them.
Beat Kobe them. Did he beat Tim Duncan in them too?
I mean, he went through a gauntlet in the West, man.
He went through a gauntlet, bro.
I think Kobe and them had just won the finals the year before that against Boston. Came in, lost to Dallas in the first round. Then they had to go through. I want to say OKC. Then it went through. Who they go through?
It was OKC. I remember that was Durant Westbrook era when they was really, really balling. Durant had a crazy dunk that series, but I mean, it was the Spurs after that, wasn't it?
It might have been the Spurs.
Conference finals, yeah.
So for you to go through the Lakers at the height of their thing and OKC at the beginning of their power, and then the Spurs in the middle of theirs, and then get to the finals and be the super team, bro. Stop.
Come on,
man. Wicked, bro. Man. It's wicked, bro.
That's crazy. Don't ever. Go ahead, Chris. Man.
And the year that Luka got to the conference finals, what teams did he go against?
He went. I don't know, but he went against Phoenix and CP3 in that second round, but that was the Scott Foster series.
That was Scott
And
Foster series.
didn't CP get hurt? Didn't CP get hurt in that one too?
No, it was just he probably did, but he played, and that was the Scott Foster series. They was up 2-1 or maybe 3-2, and lost 2 straight. It was bad. It was a combination of Luka getting hot, the whole Dallas team getting hot in that game 7, but it was a crazy combination of Scott Foster going off in game 6 to force a game 7.
They had to get him in the conference final.
And
That was disgusting.
then when Luka got to the conference finals and went against a team,
Golden State
doors blowed off.
Doors blowed off of him. People dunking on him, putting foot in mouth, hand. He had hand, foot, mouth disease and nuts disease. Yeah, all that.
What do you have, man?
Hand, foot, nose, mouth, balls disease. the way Wiggins dunked on that man.
Man, listen.
He said that is crazy. But nah, man, they had to get Luka in the conference finals because Trey had already went. And he played against, it was they have to maintain that, when the agenda is agenda, and they got to make sure it keeps agenda. And let's give Luka this accomplishment, but like that's what his accomplishments have been. Like we talked about at the beginning with the whole Jordan and Sheed thing, your stats need to lead to something. What is the pinnacle for your stats? What does that even mean? What does it mean that you can get a triple-double? What did it mean that you scored 70-something points if your team ain't been – before you went to the conference finals, you didn't get out the first round?
Didn't get out the first round. Didn't make the playoffs last year. You getting put out the first round. You're not making the playoffs. You lucked up and Scott Foster helped you get to the conference finals. Whoop-de-doo.
Congratulations. It's a bunch of –
that man mad at the kid.
Shout out to Liquid Swords, man, because that Dirk chip is tougher than any of Bron's rings, bro.
Not to mention he got to the finals against the Heat, Shaq and Wade, and I think his teammates was Devin Harris at the point. He might have had freaking
Roddy Beaubois backing up the point.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yo,
and he was up on them 2-1. Dirk was certified, bro.
If it wasn't for D Wade going absolutely crazy in them last 4 games,
nuclear.
Not just D Wade going crazy. D Wade also shot 30 free throws in almost one quarter.
This is true.
Let's be real.
Dirk would have 2, and to make it to even be in a conversation when you are the best player and nobody on your team is even close to your caliber. That says all I need to say about Dirk. Luka hadn't been that. Luka hadn't been there. So salute to Dirk, man.
I'm gonna tell you what Tony. I'm gonna play what Tony Parker said. I'm gonna open the phone lines, then we're moving to Super Bowl. All right, this is what Tony Parker said on D Wade's podcast, The Why. It was Paul Gasol, Dirk, Wade, Tony Parker. They was all having a conversation before they was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And listen to what he said.
Because no disrespect to the older guys, but when we all came, in the league, that was the first time that with Dirk and Powell, you had NBA franchises started to believe that we can have a European player as our franchise player. And Dirk was the first one to do that, like to be the franchise guy.
Yeah.
And then Powell with Kobe, then me with Timmy and Manu. And then now you have a lot of European guys who are their franchise guys. But Dirk paved that way for us as Europeans. My thing was to become the first European point guard. But franchise that's Dirk. And I'll see him like in front of him, like all the discussions every time we talk, with Europeans, like any interviews you'll see of me, I always say Dirk.
Dirk, you agree with that?
No, I'm not sure.
No, that's a tough question.
I appreciate it.
But Dirk, my question to you, when I be if you agree, if you're the GOAT, but what are your feelings on? I knew Tony was going to say that. By the way, I knew he was going to say he was the GOAT, and I knew he was going to say he was second. I don't know why. What do you guys feel about Giannis and Jokic and these young guys? Because to me, you guys are the first wave of European superstars. Not good players, not even great players, but superstar players. So what do you guys feel about, and I'm asking this question because in America, it's a different battle between the next GOAT, right? No one wants nobody to surpass them sometimes. How do you guys feel about this next wave of European players that are amazing players?
I'm actually more proud watching them, honestly. We all know records are there to be broken, and Stuff always happens. Somebody always comes along who's better and does better things or does more, is more athletic. I mean, it just happens. That's life. So I'm actually proud watching these guys. I mean, I see Luka every day, the stuff he does, and he'll be in the conversation for a long, long time. What Giannis is
Luka
doing.
is no Dirk. No, sorry.
Really? He's
my
well
personal
on his
opinion.
way. He's
Just
well
my
on his
personal
way.
opinion.
He's
Yeah,
well
he's
on
no
his
Dirk.
way.
He said he well on his way.
He's well on his way.
Hey, Tony Parker came in and did the Kanye. Hey, I'm gonna let you finish. Luka is no Dirk. I'm sorry. Luka is no Dirk. What y'all think he meant by that? Why I opened the phone lines up? What y'all think? Why you think he said Luka's no Dirk?
Because he ain't.
Because I mean, what lie was told?
Yeah, he just kept it real. That's all. He was honest.
He meant exactly what he said. Luka, hey, you cool and all, but nah, man. That ain't him.
All right, man. Phone lines is open, man. Y'all can call in.
I think also it's a little bit of a grenade to jump on, because we are in the era of basketball now where scoring is king, points is king, offense is what sells tickets now. You know what I'm saying? Defense was never, flashy and then these defensive games, nobody likes that. Everybody wants to see a shootout. Everybody wants to see fireworks, right? So when we saw Dirk play, Dirk was part of the more slower pace, methodical, and everybody played their position. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people were like, well, Luka does this. Luka does 30, 40, 60 point triple doubles, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's cool. But does it result in a W or an L? Does it result in you making a deep playoff run, or you getting bounced or not even making it? Well, I think last year they didn't even make the playoffs, right?
They did.
But Dirk understood the game, understood what his role was, and he was able to go toe-to-toe with Tony Parker and Tim Duncan 4 times a year plus the playoffs. Kobe and Shaq 4 times a year plus the playoffs. Had to withstand that OKC wave, not to mention whatever else was going on in the West, because the West has always been a powerhouse, right? And to get it, and have these deep playoff runs almost every time, you can't say and coming from Tony Parker, somebody who I got bounced by you a couple times, I had to see you a couple times. I'm telling you that Luka's no Dirk. Take that what it is. Take that at face value. Like, Luka is no Dirk, and it's not close.
Is it fair to say that this is the Euro version of the GOAT debate?
Absolutely.
Sure.
That's fair.
Who would you say it is? He's saying it. Tony said that Dirk is the European GOAT. I agree.
And then as soon as Luka got brought in the conversation, Luka was
down.
Hey, technically, Tony Parker European too. So I would
I put Tony over Luka.
You ain't like. I don't think no lot. I mean, yeah, he wasn't the number one option. He had the greatness with him, but for what he did, he won. He won game. He's a part of the reason why I could put Tony above Luka is because he won. He won. Luka. What has Luka accomplished?
Tony's good. That's tough.
What has Luka accomplished? That's my own.
Okay. So I can't say whose resume is the best, right? Because Luka's only been in 6 years, but I can say who is the better player. And that's more of a debate. Tony Parker, Ginobili, and Luka is more of a debate. It's no debate with Dirk. It's Dirk hands down.
That's fair.
That's fair. I would say he's not. There's Dirk, and then there's everybody else. I think we could say when as far as Europeans go, like Dirk is in a class by himself because he was doing what he has been doing in a time where Europeans were just puzzle pieces. Role players rather than focal points and number one options. And you know how we feel about our number one options. Dirk was the best player, hands down, on his team, and they built that team correctly around him a couple of different times. And, so, I mean, I think that Luka, yes, I am not for giving him so much props so early when your style of play is catered to make you balloon stats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't. It's hard for me to give him that credit. It's hard. It's difficult, and I'm not taking away from him as a player because I do think with the right system and the right play style, he is a good player. But if I tell Melvin, which we've hooped together before, but if I say, Mel, don't ever pass the ball. Like I want you to get the ball, and I want you to every time I want you bringing the ball up the court. I want you to shoot whatever shot that you feel is comfortable. I want you to pass whenever you feel is comfortable. I want you to chase every rebound. Don't try to block your man out. Don't try to do any of that. Just chase every rebound. And at the end of whatever season we play, let's look at Melvin's stats.
It'll be
they're gonna be explicit.
They're gonna be
NC-17.
They're gonna be crazy. And if you look at my stats and we and him playing on the same team, mine ain't gonna look as good. But that's not to say anything, but because the system is built around Melvin. Anytime the system is built around you, at the end of the day, you're supposed to be doing what you're doing. Ain't nobody else touching the ball. I just have a problem with the pedestal that they put. Listen, I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't gonna say nothing about Joker today. We're gonna keep going.
They going crazy on Tony Parker in the comments.
Well, then he clapped Brent Berry's wife cheeks, man. Y'all is crazy.
hey.
Wow for that.
Y'all is sick, man. Y'all sick with it, boy.
Man,
all right,
this
man.
Is not taken away from like Jokic and Giannis, but like they're still on the climb, right? They're still, but we've seen Dirk, you know what I'm saying? And what Dirk was able to do, Dirk did a lot with less than what a lot of these European players are doing now, right? Can we agree with that? Like the team that Dirk had is talent-wise less than what a Jokic or a Giannis or a Luka has currently?
No.
You saying the team that Dirk had talent-wise is less than what Luka has?
Like Luka, Giannis, and Jokic talent-wise.
If we comparing the teams,
I don't know.
I think it gets real slippery when you get there. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, but because now this is the thing. Based on what your talents is on the court, there is certain teams that are built perfectly for you. Right. And like, for example, Allen Iverson did not have a great team built around. Well, he did have a great team built around him in Philly, but it wasn't a group of guys who could really score really good.
Yeah,
the reason why that was perfect for Iverson is because he was a volume shooter who could score in bunches, and he needed someone that didn't want to score. If you put a great scorer with Iverson, it would clash, and that's why it didn't work when he went to Denver with Carmelo. Mm-hmm. And as soon as he left and they got Billups in there, that team worked tremendously, got to the conference finals, and was supposed to beat the Lakers and get to the finals. Right. So for Iverson, he needs to be the focal point. He needs to have guys that just play defense, rebound, pass the ball, and get him open. That's perfect for Iverson. And it doesn't look like a good roster, but it's the best roster that for his style of play. Which is the same thing when everybody say that LeBron carried bums to the finals. That's the best team for LeBron. He needs shooters that really they can't get their own shot, so they'll be okay with standing in the corner all game waiting for him to pass them the ball. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I don't never fall for that when they be like he took bumps to the finals. Yeah, that's the best team built around him. So it's kind of hard to say that Dirk squad is trash because that squad that was built around him with J Kidd, Jason Terry, Barrera, I mean that was perfect for Dirk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I didn't say they was trash. I'm just saying like the talent level on that roster is
at that time. I mean, you got look at it. Sean Marion was not in his prime. I feel like Sean Marion's prime was Phoenix.
Yeah. Karan Butler was not in his prime. Pedro was not in his prime.
Pedro was not in his prime.
Wasn't in his prime.
He wasn't in his prime.
The only prime players he had was Tyson Chandler, and Jason Terry was at the end of his prime.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Tyson was definitely in his prime at that time.
Yeah, he was in his prime. He was still young before. Finley wasn't in his prime.
Finley was there.
No, Finley might not have been there then.
No, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. But none of those guys was in his prime, in their prime. So I get what Chris is saying. Like, I think that Luka played with Jalen Brunson, and if he had an opportunity to be Jalen Brunson, that we would have seen this Jalen Brunson that we seeing now, or at least a version of that when he played with Luka. And I think the same thing can be said for KP. He was finally healthy in Dallas. I think if we could have seen him play the way KP plays, I think that we would have seen a version of what we're seeing now with two other all-stars in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, but he's still being able to stand out, down there, up there in Boston. So I think what Chris is saying is that at the particular time, comparing Luka's team to what Dirk had then, in the time frames, I could say that Luka has played with probably at the time more talented guys at that particular time.
Yeah.
But I
that
think
Porzingis Brunson team was definitely. Go ahead, Jay.
I think Luka's style of play is a prime killer. Like, you don't get to see what anybody else can do if they're in their prime or not. But
that style, his style of play requires players that are average.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't get a guy that has a lot of capability to stay there and sit and watch him dribble. In order for him, he has to have a reason to do everything for the offense. The better players he get, the less reason he got to control everything. So if he want to continue to play like that, he has to have average players.
Yeah.
Now, and that's just the truth. But all right, we'll move on to football. This will be our last topic. And we'll start it off this way, man. Chris, before we get to the Super Bowl, man, talk to us, man. What happened, man?
First off, I want to say this. Before I go into my synopsis of what happened. The Lions made it to the NFC Championship.
They did.
32 years that hasn't happened, right?
Okay.
This was a great year for us. It should be continuing, but I'll get into that. But I want to preface that by saying the Detroit Lions made it to the NFC Championship. That right there should ring loud. Now, let's get into the game. A lot of people want to question Motor City Dan Campbell for the play calls in the second half. It isn't. And I'm going to tell you why, right? What got us to the NFC Championship was our aggressiveness. One of the things was our aggressiveness. On 4th and 3 in the regular season, 4th and 3 or less, we went for it 20 times. We converted 15 of those, 75% clip. In the postseason, same yardage, same down, we were 2 for 2. Our kicker from, I think, 45 plus was 9 for 20. The number said go for it. If you look at it, the first time that was on the receiver.
Hey, so wake me up when they win.
Listen, the first time the receiver dropped the ball. That's on the receiver. That was a great play call, great scheme, should have worked. He dropped the ball. Second time, the play collapsed. He had to roll out, and he missed through to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Anybody in the moment can say, kick the field goals, right? I'm gonna tell you exactly where the game changed for us. It didn't change with those missing of the fourth downs. In the game of football, in sports generally, there's a fickle lady called momentum, right? And where momentum went from the Lions sideline to the Niners sideline was when the ball went off the DB's mask and Ayuk caught it for 51 yards.
Okay, I can agree with that. I agree to momentum thing. Yeah.
If Ayuk doesn't make, it doesn't even have to be an interception. If it's just an incomplete pass, we win that game. But Ayuk getting, and then momentum, like, you're deflated at that point because the DB played great defense. It just bounced off his face mask and bounced in the way that Ayuk could still track it and catch it. At that point, momentum was gone. You know what I'm saying? They tried to keep up and they couldn't. So everybody's gonna look at the play calls like, oh, they should have kicked the field goals. Hindsight is 2020, right? We all say what we would have done. But what I do know is that Motor City Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions, you gonna turn it down? You gonna drown me out? You gonna let me talk? I will say that MCDC and the Detroit Lions were somewhere that 28 other coaches and teams weren't. So
that's true. All right. This is what I'm gonna say about that. This is what I'm gonna say about that. I understand everything, and you're right. And I'm gonna give you some credit before I start, because you did say that y'all was gonna win the division and y'all was gonna get y'all first playoff win. And you said this at the beginning of the season on the Man Down podcast. If y'all didn't watch that episode, y'all late. But the one thing that I will still criticize for, yes, the analytics said that y'all should go for it in those fourth down plays. The problem I have with that is analytics cannot count for that thing that you said, the momentum. It can't count. There's no analytic for momentum. So if you have a chance to get it, you have to understand that, yes, the momentum will be on your side if you get it. But if you don't, then the momentum is on the other side automatically. And I do think that in those situations, you also understand that while this is what I've done in the regular season, I think that's a part of the learning process with Dan Campbell. I think that, if we got a chance to go up 3 possessions, 3 scores, you seize that opportunity. If the kicker misses it, then guess what? You don't look like a questionable coach because you made the right football decision. At the end of the day, I feel like those decisions led to, I don't think they directly. It's never one play in football, and that's what I, tell my son all the time. It's never one play in football that leads to a loss. But I think that you can look back at those and say, hindsight is always 20/20. And had they would have gone up, the plays could have went exactly the same. If they would have kicked the first field goal and then Detroit went on that exact same run, they would have still been up 3. So, it is what it is. I like the Lions. I like the play that they showed. And they're built to still be a good team next year. So at the end of the day, I think they'll be okay.
Here's the problem. Detroit was playing really good football in the first half. Come out the second half, Buddy fumbles, then CMC gets the touchdown, and then Detroit said, "You know what? Let's stop running the ball." There's no reason to stop running the ball. They could not stop the run. They could not stop the run. And that is the main reason why y'all in Cancun right now.
That man said, at this point, trade LeBron to the Lions That was fun.
Who is we? We got the next 4 years. Who is we?
Because he was talking about the Pistons and he said we, so I'm assuming he's a Detroit fan as well, or from Detroit as well. So he probably talking about the Lions. So
that man probably
they're gonna lose again next year. I don't know about that.
That man probably a Green Bay fan.
Yeah, I think he might be Green Bay. And y'all might have missed y'all window this year. Green Bay got next.
We did not miss our window. I guarantee you that we didn't.
Well, here's the thing. Whether y'all missed y'all window, y'all catch y'all window, whatever y'all do.
Oh, he a Niners fan. He talking about they got the next 4 years. Oh, he's smoking Za.
Y'all ain't even got this year, buddy.
He's smoking Za, thinking they got the next 4. And I like the ambition though. I like the ambition.
Y'all ain't even got this year. Here's the problem with the Niners. You got to face the Chiefs. The end. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
The bigger problem with the Niners is Kyle Shanahan is still the coach. And Shanahan gonna Shanahan.
He gonna do something.
And no matter what, man, I really hope they bring their A game. I hope it's competitive or whatever. But when the rubber hits the road, there's no way that Mr. Irrelevant is gonna beat the next GOAT. Period.
I don't know, man. Storylines is king in the NFL, man. That might be the
13 versus 15. Yeah, 13 versus 15. I'm probably gonna go with 15 every time.
Every day.
I'm done.
Every day of the week. And here's the thing, and not just X's and O's, man. I think the unsung hero of this year is Spags. This man is putting in defensive game plans.
With no defense.
With no defense, the number one defense in the league.
Have y'all had them the whole Pat Mahomes era?
He's been there for, I think this is his 5th year.
He doing a heck of a job this year, man.
Yeah, this year was
crazy. He is coaching his ass off.
It's been crazy.
I don't know about y'all having the number one defense though.
Was Spags the D coordinator for New York when they beat Tom Brady in the playoffs?
Mhm.
And then he got a head coaching job somewhere?
Yeah,
Or
was
no?
it? Yeah. What was Spags at before he came there? He was a head coach somewhere, or maybe not a head coach, maybe a coordinator. But I know his name is.
He got a head coaching job before. I can't remember. It didn't go well. It didn't go well at all.
It wasn't the Rams, was it?
No.
Let me look real quick.
But
some
anyway,
people are just good as coordinators and not coaches, which is I think exactly what's going to happen with Dan Quinn again.
Here's
me too.
Like here's the thing, man, and people gotta understand. Right now, you got a second-year quarterback who's never been in that type of moment, versus the whole team who was just there last year. The moment's gonna be too big for Brock Purdy, man. The playoffs was too big for him. He literally has played one good half of football in the playoffs.
Yeah, but the moment not gonna be too big for CMC though, and I think those are the guys that's gonna be ready. CMC gonna be ready.
Listen.
Debo gonna be ready.
CMC, X Achan, X Mostert, X Gus Edwards, X Justice Hill, X Lamar Jackson. Listen, everybody got a plan till it don't work. Till it don't work, man.
Everybody getting y'all thrown. I'm sorry, man.
They might they might get in the thrown, but they gonna get there. They're gonna be in the wrong end and get shitted on. They might get in there. They're gonna be in the back end.
Hey man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Wait a minute. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Turn those post notifications. I gotta go. He just Jay, you wild.
That boy Jay crazy.
I ain't never seen no girl take a dump in no thong. Well, you better not be doing it. You better have on granny panties if you go into the toilet. Don't go in there no thong, man.
And nah, man, whatever she had on, man, when she gotta go to the bath, she ain't changing her drawers, bro.
Man, I done dump girls for doing number 2. I don't play that.
In life, my nigga.
Don't let me find out you doing number 2. Don't ever let me see it.
Hey, DC Slim, before the 49ers win that Super Bowl, LeBron to get another MVP this year.
Sheesh. Now you know. If the
One of
Chiefs
them,
lose,
one of them got a 50-50 chance though, Jay. One of them got a 0 chance.
Yeah, LeBron 50% chance to win the MVP.
It's still a chance, huh?
Yeah, anything can happen, right?
Yeah, listen, I don't even know who I want to win because of course I don't want to root for the team that beat me, but I'm not rooting for Taylor Swift either. So
man, I want Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift ain't put on no pads, football pads.
But they showing her like she Patrick Mahomes. She get more airtime than the team.
Hey man, that's called smart marketing. If whatever I'm doing right now, if somebody famous come in my building, we putting the camera on them.
Bro, they probably gonna show her more during halftime than Usher.
Man.
Nah, I guarantee they won't do that. Hey, shout out to Usher too for the halftime show.
Room is wild.
Hey, I had seen the post on Facebook. It was like a bunch of pictures stitched together of people on the phone, and it was like Roger Goodell when the possibility of Baltimore Cats and Detroit Cats linking in Vegas during Black History Month with Usher in the middle. He was like, "Yeah, no, we can't ixnay
that." Sure. All right, let's get into some of the storylines real quick so we can end it, man. Storylines, Cam is doubling down on his game manager thing with Brock Purdy. Did he prove last game that he is more than a game manager?
Did he prove that he's more than a game manager?
Sure.
No.
No. I don't think it was. Listen. Slim is a fool. Slim is a fool. Slim is a fool. Let's start there. But nah, I don't think he proved more that he was a game manager. I think he proved that. He is a good game manager. People look at game managers as this awful label, man, and I don't think it's a bad label. There are few elites ever. Ever. I'm talking about ever. There ain't a lot of elite quarterbacks. It's not a lot. And to be a game manager, that means you do what your team needs in order to win. That means get the ball in the hands of the playmakers, give them a shot to be the game changers that they are. And he did that. Get the ball to CMC, get the ball to Debo, get the ball to Ayuk, get the ball to Kittle. Stay out the way. I think he's a game manager. I think and I don't think that's a bad thing.
I think he is the epitome of a system quarterback. I think if you take him out of this Kyle Shanahan system and throw him somewhere like Carolina or pick a New York team, he does not do as well. Because and people like Zoe said, people take game manager immediately as an insult. It's not. There are quarterbacks in this league who aren't even a game manager. Ritter is not a game manager. Daniel Jones is not a game manager. Zach Wilson is not a game manager. So there are quarterbacks. So there's levels, right? So we're not saying game manager is a bad thing. You, like Zoe said, you get the ball to where it needs to go, and you do that well. Then you have elite Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Jared Goff is a game manager. Jared Goff is a game manager. You almost got me. You almost got me. You almost got me.
Yo, y'all go. Hey, when y'all watch this playback and get in these comments, that these people are going nuts. Taylor Swift is a witch, man. I'm tripping, man. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry, man. These people are hilarious. God.
But yeah. So game manager is not bad. You're not a trash quarterback, but you're not part of that elite status. But then everybody can't be. You can't have 30 elite quarterbacks. If that was the case, then everybody would be 11-5, or whatever. That's not the case. There's some people just aren't up to that level. So Sam Howell, he's not a game manager. He's elite. He's an average or below average, around mediocre quarterback. But the names that Cam said, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Tua, game managers, because they know how to get the ball to the people that actually change the game.
And CMC is the game changer for the 49ers, and Debo is as well. And your job is to find ways to get them the ball. I don't care if you hand it off to them, pitch it to them, throw a short screen, or anything. And then every now and then you can do some quarterback stuff, which is what Tom Brady did his first 2 or 3 years in New England. Manage the game.
It was longer than that. It was longer than the first 2 or 3 years. It was maybe first 5. Right.
Manage the game and then pick his spots to be a QB. Now, when we talk about the name, that Ritter guy in Atlanta, he's not even he's what's below a game. He's not even
he work at GameStop. That's what he needs to be.
Yeah, he's just a back. Don't give him quarter. He's a back. That's it. He in the backfield.
We
don't know what he is.
He just in the game. They just put him in the game. He there.
Mm-hmm. He's EA Sports. He's in the game.
Yeah,
you know how you got
being our quarterback. Then I'm taking this thing right here down. I promise I am. We are not going in there with him as our starting quarterback.
Yo, I gotta find out who Pepper Spray is. This man is going nuts on Taylor Swift, boy. Did a ceremony recruiting children. Boy, this is What? Send me the YouTube clip to my DM.
Yeah,
all right. So let's go. Yeah, later he going off. Let's go ahead and get into the game, man. We'll get into our predictions, man. I can't predict this one, and I think I'm like one. What happened, man? I think I got one game right the whole playoffs. It just ain't my year, right? So it ain't my year, man. So I'm gonna stop going. I think the reason why I've been picking games wrong is because I've been picking the teams that I want to win.
Yeah,
and I think I've been clouding my judgment. So I'm gonna go with the smart pick. And you don't bet against
no.
You don't. No,
pick them. Don't do that.
City. No, I'm going with Kansas City.
No.
Man.
Eric about to strain his other hip.
He about to shout out me in the ER right now.
But Melvin is a hater.
Nah, that's the right pick though. I'm not picking against 15. I'm not picking against 15.
I can't, as in, like I said, I don't care for the Super Bowl at all, but I just seen Patrick Mahomes too much.
Wait, hold on. Is Taylor Swift putting this comment back up. I keep going away from it, and they keep putting whoever doing it, man. I don't know who to stop because I'm getting scared. I think seriously,
Pepper spray, you might be on to something. You might be on to something, pepper spray. You might
Hey,
I done tried to get rid of that comment 5 times and it keep popping up, man.
hey,
What the
Lone
heck?
Soldier, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I could be the richest man in the world, and I still wouldn't spend a dime on Niners gear. So that
you
ain't
hate
happening.
hate
That ain't
them.
happening.
Hate them. Yeah, I'm rooting against Kyle Shanahan no matter what, especially in the Super Bowl after what his play calling did to my Falcons back in the day. Yeah, I hope he loses.
That's fair.
I got the Chiefs by 10.
Taylor Swift. Hey, we gotta end this junk, man. Taylor Swift is swifting, boy. Golly.
I'm sorry. 20.
I'm telling you, man. Something's going on. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end this stream, man. Hey, put y'all picks out there, man. Hey, Chris, would you say bang bang now 9 game if the Niners win?
No.
You gotta say bang bang 9 again. Niner faithful. You'll say Niner faithful.
Yeah,
No, I won't. I'll say go. I'll say something that has to do with a gold mine or something, but I ain't saying none of that
Bang,
that Niner mumbo jumbo, man.
If they win, I say it. But you'll never hear it because they're not gonna win.
That's fair. We'll see.
As long as E40 still making their anthems.
Y'all want to be 40 water, man. Don't even trip.
Hey, shout out to 40.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and end it. We did horrible on time. Do we want to open the phone lines up or no? No.
Nah, Taylor Swift on call. I ain't got time.
Yeah, because they ain't got time for Taylor Swift calling, sounding and looking like Moo Moo. What was the thing that was on YouTube some years ago?
Oh man.
was
I know
Moo Moo,
exactly what
wasn't
you're talking. I think so. Or Momo.
Then I'm saying take calls, man. All right, man. We'll take 2 calls, man. Then we get out of here. 2 calls, baby. Let's see what's going on with the Super Bowl. Momo.
Somebody said it's her AI. That's what's going on. I'm telling you, because Jay was just sounding like Momo for real.
Man.
Yeah, he was. Dino, what's going on, bro? Oh, I ain't even answer it. Dino, what's up? Hey, we good, man. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear y'all. I think I'm gonna rock with. Mother piss a lot of y'all off, and I don't care. I'm gonna rock with the Niners, man.
Why?
You know me, I'm a defensive-minded person first. Now, don't get me wrong, Kansas City is the #1 defensive team in the league, but I don't think they have the linebackers that San Fran possesses. And I think Chase Young inconsistency will be that's a huge part as well. And I think he'll have not a elite game, but just, Nick Bosa's going to turn it up a level, which is going to kind of, that type of energy is contagious, right? So I can see Chase Young having a decent game. I can see this game being something like, since it's a Super Bowl, 2 high-powered teams, something like a 27-30-31, you know what I'm saying? Something like that type of deal. But I'm going with San Fran.
Let me ask you this, and I'll turn it over to Jay.
And I'm going. Wait, before you do,
Yeah.
I'm going with San Fran. Another majority of the reason because Taylor Swift, man, nobody give a damn about that.
Yeah, we gotta get Taylor Swift out of here, man.
You
Look,
gotta get her up out of here.
look, the game is in Vegas, man. That's a big distraction, right? Which
game,
team, which team out of the 49ers and Kansas City do you think will be more distracted with all the bright lights that the Super Bowl bring on top of being in Vegas?
Kansas City.
Nope.
Nah, I'm gonna go with the Niners.
San
I'm gonna go with the
Francisco.
Niners.
Because the reason I say Kansas City would be more distracted is because I think San Francisco has a lot more going on in the city, so they're probably used to bright lights, major crowds, craziness, LGBTQ, all of that. Yeah, so.
Then you do know that we play in that stadium every year. And not only
Every
that,
year?
Yeah, not only that. Look, man, hey, I like your takes, man. Shout out to Dino, the resident Panther fan who knows everything about defense because he gets to watch an elite defense every week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
and usually that elite defense is whoever the Panthers are playing. So yeah, good job.
Hey, Jay, I got a question, man.
Sure.
Your rookie, bro, from hometown, Felix Anadiki Uzama. What's up with him? Why he don't see the field, man? I like his game. I like him. I think he'll have a great impact if y'all play him. I like him.
Listen, man. Hey, what you do at practice determines your field play. I think that he was a project, like a 2 to 3 year project. You know what I'm saying? He'll get there. He'll get there, and he'll be well when he gets there. But I don't think that the guy he can play better than the guys in front of him.
Okay, that makes sense because man, I was a fan of him when I was watching this film. I said he probably got one of the best. He probably has the best sack celebrations, and I'm waiting to see it in the NFL. Like he got that little RoboCop thing going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to see it in the NFL.
You might get to see him with old buddy blowing his ACL out. The rotations may be a little different for the Super Bowl with Minihue blowing his ACL out.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did go down, man. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's big. Like, yeah, he got hurt in the Baltimore game. I think that's the big thing that may make that pass rush a little bit a little less intense. But Spags is gonna send corner blitz. He's gonna disguise blitz packages. He's gonna have Brock Purdy out there seeing ghosts. He's gonna be seeing things that not really there, and then not seeing things that's actually there. And it's hard for a new quarterback to pick up those blitz packages that Spags installs, man. So it's hard for a daggone veteran quarterback to pick them up and make the right pre-snap read. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great game, but I honestly don't really know who's going to win. That's just a take, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to pick, man.
It is hard to decide.
Yeah, they ain't none of these teams making it look easy.
Taylor Swift, though, and that's the word. I think somebody said Travis Kelce needed a vacation buddy to Cancun.
Hey, look, Taylor Swift telling us to get off the daggone stream, man, and so we appreciate the call, Dino, man. But we
gotta go, man. Before
all right, man.
This comment right here is crazy, yo.
You had to be up by at least 2 scores with a minute left. Yeah, hashtag LeBron to the Lakers, man. Hey, look, before we end it, man, we appreciate everybody for rocking with us all the way to the end. Go ahead and hit the like button right now, man. A lot of people be forgetting to hit the like button. Hit the like button right now, everybody. Just hit the like button right now. Do that. That's gonna help us out. I promise you, it helps us out, right? So hit the like button. Make sure you do that, and then bring some more people to the stream. Share it whenever we go live, and tell more people about the stream and stuff like that, man, so we can grow this platform. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate the new members. Appreciate everybody in the comment section. Appreciate the callers for calling in. Y'all made it a dope stream, man. So we'll catch y'all on the next one. I'll be live on Tuesday, same time, solo, and then we'll be here again Friday, man. So I'll catch y'all on the next stream. Peace.